What's happening, people? Welcome back to another episode of Red Divided. Myself, Tommy.
You got Addy here.
Hey, you got myself, I'm still top of the table. My boy next to me is also top of the table. I'm gonna let you introduce yourself, my bro.
Dayo here, man. We are top of the league. We are
Top of the league.
Right, this is a headache having two of you here, bro. And Dayo's supposed to be back next week. We might need to cancel that. We might need to cancel that, man. What's happening, boys?
Everyone happy, yeah?
Fantastic.
I mean, yeah, that's what I was gonna say, innit? To be fair,
Yeah.
this is like the calm before the storm, innit? Because all of us are happy at Unison now. The next week we go to war.
Yeah, I think last week when we left it, we was both, obviously, all of us were basically saying someone's going to be unhappy this week, but I guess we both won. Beat City. You beat...
That other team in North London, you don't need to name
Don't
them.
even need to say
Yeah, didn't even talk about it.
Manchester's red and London is red. We'll take that. We'll take that. All right, before we start, firstly, people, if you please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, share with friends and family, and all the good stuff. Comment, and yeah, we'll reply back. Yeah, we're good. What are we saying, boys? What are you saying? You want us to start with Manchester? Or?
We always start with Manchester, yeah. Start with Arsenal.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can't be starting with you lot. There's nothing to say about you lot though. Well,
We had a big game, bro.
You
You
want
can't
to
just be saying there's nothing to say about
No,
us.
but I'm saying like we can talk about the performance, the results. Like you man could just talk about but it was nice though. It was nice, but I'll let you lot get onto that. But I'm not even gonna clog up time. I'm gonna let Stilts go first because obviously we got a guest. It's nice house rules. Let the guest go first, and then I'll tag on to what you gotta say, bro. But just in terms of the performance, the results, everything in it, your thoughts, initial thoughts, and obviously how you feel now.
What was your thoughts before the game, though, too?
I said 2-0.
I swear.
Yeah, I said 2-0. I was very confident of this game. In some of my groups, I said we're going to win 2-0.
Yeah.
I said we was going to win 2-0. Yeah, I had no fear going into this game, man. I knew we would beat them. We controlled the first half, very easy first half. And then second half, we came out and we just managed the game well. And didn't let them break us down. The boys were brilliant. Odegaard again, Partey, Xhaka, everyone. Ramsdale in goal, the centre-backs, Zinchenko, everyone. 10 out of 10, everyone, man. Brilliant performance. Fantastic goals. Obviously, Lloris helped us with the first one.
You got butterfingers.
The second one, I don't know. Some are saying he could have got it. I thought it was a great shot. He might have been blocked by his defence, but lucky. To be honest, we could have had about 5, 6. Odegaard's hit the crossbar. Eddie's had about 2 or 3 chances. Yeah. It's a great day in North London, man.
I was opposite to you though, in terms of like initial thought, because White Hart Lane, like I said, we ain't won there in a minute. And it was just, my attitude in the big games is win the home game, split. If we lose away, I'm not overly pissed at it because I think the owner should be on the home side to win the big games, innit? So I weren't overly confident.
Even the way they've been getting moved to.
No, because that's happened over the years though, innit? We remember, and that's happened over the years, innit? When was the last time we won? 2014 or something? Yeah. So I know over those years we've been playing well. Tottenham have always been shit, but they still managed to beat us. So I was more like, if we get a point from today, it's brilliant. Just don't lose. Keep momentum. I thought the bigger game was United at home. I still think the bigger game is United at home. I think beat United at home, innit? Like, don't lose at home to United. Don't let them do the double over us. Don't lose games at home. But then, from the first minute, it was just like beautiful. For me, it was beautiful because we just clicked into gear in terms of like the performance was how I always want my team to play in it. Front foot, keep the football. And it wasn't just keep the football, just like nullify them. I didn't see my goalkeeper, until the reverse pass from Sessegnon to Son, which was first save, and then the last minute where Zinchenko's give the ball away and then Kane's headed it, and then Ramsdale's made another. Ramsdale made it. So other than that, they had nothing. But first half was all us, and you're right. We could have been like Thomas Partey's goal. Like I swear down, I screamed down my flat, bro. I swear to God, if that went in, I don't want to hear nothing about no other holding midfield player in the league. I would hear nothing, bro. Because the only time I can hear something if they do that. If Rodri scores that, or Fabinho, or
so got a one goal.
I don't care. That's my reactionary to that shot. Yeah, shot was mad. But talking about Thomas, once again, it was beautiful that obviously I don't think we were the only ones that had that conversation. A lot of other channels and stuff were talking about Partey and Casemiro, and then you saw him today again, flawless. The first goal, picks it up. You can never give Thomas space, innit? He gets space because he plays so deep. I don't think people respect his passing range, but you see he gets it. Saka's spinning, boom. The ball's,
and he's making passes.
and the ball's not. The ball's not. Our Saka's got to reach for it. It's just in his path. Go, boom. Second goal, he gets it. Saliba nods it to him. He's got Højbjerg pressing him, and he's got Sarr coming from his right shoulder. It's Thomas Partey. It doesn't matter. He controls it, lays it, and puts it round the corner again for Saka to bring it in for Odegaard. And the knitter, my skipper, my captain. There's nothing I can say about him. Best midfielder in the league on form right now, in my opinion, and whatnot. I don't think Hugo could have saved that one, because I think it was just a crisp strike.
Second one, innit?
Yeah, I think it was a crisp strike. Yeah,
it was a crisp strike. So
I think the first one he's got to do better, but
just better.
yeah, he's got.
That first one.
Yeah, he's got.
That's just that first one shouldn't be happening.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
ridiculous.
Shouldn't even be.
And I agree with the second one. I don't think it could have said that.
Yeah.
I
think that
want to
was a
give it.
great
I mean,
shot.
I don't think Lloris is. I've always like 2-3 years. I don't think he's that. I don't think he's a
Reece
top goalkeeper.
is shit.
But
He's
I
always
think for
done it
that one,
right.
I'm giving that it's probably coming at him mad fast, innit? Because remember, it's come off Sessegnon as
Don't
well.
care, fam.
So I get it. Some people say he could have done better, but
I don't even think it came that fast.
you don't think so?
No, I just think he thought it was going across, and a little tap just made him back.
Yeah. I mean, it is him. I mean, look at the one where he had it on his feet as well. Where he
He does
pressed
it
him
all
and
the
whatnot.
time.
Yeah.
Dibby
He's all the
goalie,
time,
man.
yeah.
It was not
Yeah.
excuse because he had time to he had space and time to view that. You can see it coming.
And it's something he does regularly.
He does. Yeah, he makes mistakes regularly.
if it was someone that doesn't do it,
because Saka wanted to cross it, but the little touch brings it back.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
like
He was
that's
like
the only
keen
benefit
to-
of that I give him.
because he times like that.
Yeah.
when the ball goes, so he's going that way, and then the little deflection.
Yeah.
but still, he's
Still got to save it. But just to wrap up my point, I thought, like I said, I agree with you. I thought the first half performance was dominant, and I just wanted to make sure that the second half was like, if it weren't dominant, just be resilient. Just be resilient.
Soak up
Just
the
see how
pressure,
if we're gonna win the league. In my mind, I just kept thinking of Jose Mourinho Chelsea team. Like they would never let a 2-0 lead slip when they won the league. If Chelsea went 1-0 up, game done. So I just wanted us to put in not like a backs the wall performance. Yeah, not like a backs against the wall performance. But I knew Spurs were gonna come because they've been shit this season. All they've had this season is their second half comebacks, innit? And I thought my goalkeeper was outstanding in the second half. Not that he had to make any worldy saves, but everything he had to make,
some good saves,
but everything he had to make, he done, and it was calm and it was effortless, and he kept that 2-0 buffer. That was going in. He kept the 2-0 buffer because I think if they went 2-1, they could have, exactly, could have easily pushed for the second one. So I thought my goalkeeper was man of the match, even though it makes it mad when you say your goalkeeper's man of the match. It makes it seem like he was mad under pressure.
Well, he kept
but I
focused.
just think, like we got out of White Hart Lane today with the first half performance was brilliant, and then the second half performance, my goalkeeper was also brilliant, and married the two together.
Clean sheet.
Yeah, but clean sheet away, and what's that? 8 points ahead of City, 9 ahead of you lot. I think it's like 14 or something ahead of that team that we played today. So, but yeah, no, brilliant performance, man. Brilliant performance. What was you guys performance? Obviously, our title contenders, title challengers. What was you lot saying?
No, I thought you guys were amazing. Remember beginning of season, who did you play? Seville. Was it Seville that you played at? It was like 4-0 first half or 6-0 or something. Yeah. I remember that day we were together and I was like, there's something about you guys.
Yeah.
I can see something. You guys worried me a bit. And that's just continued. And today you guys just smoked them. I like watching that first half. I think I watched the first 30 minutes of the first half and the last 30 minutes second half because my daughters were like, nah. For that other time, they were like, nah, you can't watch TV. So but for what I saw, it was easy. It wasn't an issue. It was like you guys were at home.
Yeah.
Like if nobody told me, if I didn't know Spurs were
The
at
first
home,
half was like
I wouldn't even know.
first time at Emirates.
Yeah, it was easy work for you guys. And I think after today, for me, you guys are favourites for this title because your flow just continues. And I think even if you get injuries, I think Jesus was the injury that I thought might knock you off. But now I think you've got...
Eddie was brilliant today.
Yeah. And he's been brilliant since he...
He's been
since
brilliant.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I think you guys...
A lot of
players
credit to
keep
him.
going.
A lot of credit to him.
And the football you're playing, so obviously the big games now, obviously you got playoffs, but I think the major games are the ones against Man City. But from when you lost to them 2-1 last season, you guys have already shown us that
we
you've got
should've
that
won.
ability.
Yeah.
And you guys have gotten better since then. So I'm not too sure they're going to run away with 2 wins against you guys. So yeah,
Not beating us at the Emirates, I know that.
Yeah, I can't see those 6 points coming.
Trust me.
Yeah. So you guys might win this shit. You might.
For me, to be honest with you, I just thought the performance was an icing on the cake. It's just for me, it's more like the win than anything. Because if you look over the years, if you want to win the league, this is the type of games that you do not normally win. Is the type of games that wins you league. Like if you look at like Leicester, we kept on counting Leicester around until they went to City away from home. They won there,
and Liverpool as well.
And Liverpool, we keep counting them out, and then. If you can go to Spurs, a place that you haven't won since 2014, it doesn't matter how you played it, as long as you get the victory.
It's like the United game. We played good, but we didn't win.
Yeah, you didn't win. Exactly. So those same. So if you're going there with that kind of performance, with so much ease, especially because the game was done in the first half. It was done in the first half. I know we said like Ramsdale made safe, but credit to him really, because really any normal keeper he's just probably thinking, oh, you know what, my job is done here today. But he knew that at any given point, like as bad as Spurs are, they still have quality to like create chances, and he was ready whenever questions were asked. So it was just like it was the fact that you got the win. You just don't games that you don't win, and if you start winning them, that screams out title. Do you get what I mean? So that screams out title, like favourites.
Well, I think I think last season was such a learning curve for us, and it's like. Missing out on top 4 was a blessing because like there's games like Palace away we lost. We've gone there and won. Yeah. Apart from the United
Brentford, yeah.
Even Southampton, we lost there. We got the point, even though people said, "Oh yeah, we got the
and that's the only draw we've had with Newcastle." Yeah,
like we're halfway or one game away from being halfway in the season, and we've lost once to United.
Yeah,
and we've drawn once. No, we've drawn twice because of Newcastle.
Yeah,
but everyone else we've beat them, and it's like. Momentum is just lifting, and when you saw the players celebrating with the fans today, you just know that like every game, you just know that something's building, and they just have to keep.
And we're not just winning games. I keep saying that we're not just winning. We are playing
football.
Fucking good football. You're there every week, Dayo. You're there every week, bro. You get to see that football, like first hand, bro. It's flowing. It's beautiful. And you know that's the players buying into whatever the coaches are telling them. Because even in the interview today, when they asked Arteta about the game and whatnot, he just like, what pleased me the most is like anything I ask them to do, they always do it to the T. So there's certain times in that second half, where Thomas played defense and I played defense and still played defense, where you're winning 2-0 and you just want to hoof the ball. So I'm screaming at the TV to Gabriel, just knock it long. I'm going against my principles. I don't like football like that. But Gabriel, his coach doesn't want him to do that. So his coach wants him to pass it into Partey so we can keep the ball and recycle it and give it to Zinchenko. And that was happening 60-something minutes, 70-something minutes. We never really hoofed the ball out. It was still play the way the manager wants us to play, because we'll get a chance, just like Eddie's chance when Shaka's put him through. The chance will come from us keep playing football and whatnot. And that's what's impressed me the most. The football, I thought we had a good season last season, even though didn't make top 4, but I just thought that we had a good season, and it's just continued now with the performances have gone from like whether they were 7 out of 10 last season, now they're 8s and 9s, and now they're 8s and 9s on a consistent basis. And that's what you could ask for as a football fan. There's teams that there's fans that their team's never going to win a league, but they still want their team to play for good football. They might get FA Cup run.
You might like Brentford,
you know what I'm saying? Brighton, the Brighton fans are loving
the football
because they don't want to watch their team just scrape a 1-0, 2-0. It's fantastic, but
see these people when
you
they
pay money to go watch your team, bro.
On TalkSport, there was a fan saying he's a season ticket for Tottenham. He's not going anymore.
Because they're winning games and whatnot. But me and you was talking about Juventus the other day. They're second in the league. How? Playing shit football.
Just dragging through it. Dragging.
They even got moved the other day, innit?
5-1, bro, by Napoli.
That's what I was going to ask you, that. What's the atmosphere like because obviously you're there every week with the fans. What are the fans saying? Do the fans believe that there's a title coming?
We're all humble, to be honest. we're not saying it, but we're starting to believe. People are starting to believe.
2004, fam.
Do you get me? People are starting to believe. Like you don't want to say, "Oh yeah, we're gonna win the league." Get too gassed and like. But people are starting to believe. Obviously, as games go, you're getting
wins like this as well. Like Tom said, big wins like this.
It's like even like the run United's on. When I'm looking at the table, it's like we've been playing so good. You lot lost your first few games, but 1 or 2 results and you're dead. Like, so you can't write it off. Do you get me? Because it's like when I'm looking at Liverpool and those teams and I'm seeing the gaps mad, I'm like, how United are right on us. Like, if we lost today and then you lot beat us, do you get me?
And they beat Palace in the week.
And we beat Palace in the week, like level on points and the momentum's on you lot.
Do
you get me? So it's game by game, man. Like, we're not going to say we're going to win the league, but it's game by game.
I understand that because we, like, as a United fan, we've been hurt. Obviously, both fan base, we've been hurt over the years. That is the hope that's killed us for like many years. And then now that there's actually something, there's vision, and you can see something. Now there's a chance, obviously, especially you guys, for you to get ahead of yourself. You still don't want to because of like what's happening over the years.
Last season, man, we were 5 points clear, top 4 was
and Thomas got injured and Kieran got injured, and the squad can't withstand those injuries, bro.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big part. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's a big part as to why a lot of Arsenal fans think that the league, however points it is not. Yeah, we're gonna do it because we know exactly we can't.
And
our
even if you
squad
don't
can't.
get injured, we've seen flips happen. Like the season that United lost it on goal difference, City were how many points ahead? Then we lost it how many points? Then they came. It was just mad. It was just mad. So
And there's a lot of football to play, man.
Season when Liverpool lost it on like 96 points or something, they were ahead and Man City came. Sorry, Liverpool were ahead and Man City came. Even last season, it was not 15 points between them two, and Liverpool caught up.
Yeah, Liverpool
it was mad still.
Yeah,
You get me? So you have to go game by game.
And a lot of these boys are going to play under pressure. They've never played before. Like when it gets to like game week 33, 34, and if it's 5 points. And you know what I'm saying? Like those are bigger games, isn't it? We could play, I don't care who we play. Let's say we play Everton away or something, even though we're playing Everton away soon, so it's not. But I'm just giving you an example. A game that you think we should win. But it's like 3 games to go, 4 games to go. And we're like 5 points clear. And we know that City know that if we lose, we know if we lose it's 2 points. It's a different type of pressure. And my boys ain't been there. I don't think, apart from probably Thomas, none of them have been there before. Yeah.
You get me? So Newcastle always going to be tough. And that's 3 games before the end of the season.
But there's another one ticked off, man. Tottenham away, done a double over them.
Even for us, a good thing about us is come February, we've played United twice, we played Tottenham twice, we played City twice. Do you get me? Them 6 games are out the way.
So all we got to do is go away to Anfield, away to St James's Park. Yeah.
And then Chelsea
got to come to us. Yeah.
But Liverpool and Chelsea right now.
I want to play them now, though. I want to play them now.
if those games you want it to be played
I want to
now.
play them now. We'll smoke them.
They're playing each other this week.
Yeah.
You want those games to get away.
That's the burial match.
Because by then, like we'll talk about Liverpool and Chelsea in a bit. Obviously, both like I'm not trying to make excuses for them, but like the injury list is ridiculous for both teams.
Is mad.
And I'm not trying to make it. As I said, I'm not making excuses for them. Like you have to say because Liverpool had similar issues. Was it the COVID season when they had quite a lot?
Van Dijk.
Yeah, when Van Dijk.
Once he was missing,
and there's a few, and then
I had to play Nat Phillips and Reece Williams centre back.
And the thing with Liverpool, the team is they've got a lot of mileage. Do you get me? The way they play football, and we'll talk about them. They've got like the way they play football. They play rock and roll football where they're expected to run all game, and when
Field's old now. The mileage
exactly
is too much.
it's too much. And the young players that they brought in to freshen it up are all getting injured. So is having to use the same plays, bro. For the fact Ox is playing, it's like
they probably told him to go and train with a 5-year-old.
Exactly. For the fact, as I said, I'm not trying to make excuses for them because I don't care wherever they are, bro. They can be.
They got Ox though.
Yeah, they can get 9th or 10th.
Ox is done this season, man. Contract's up, isn't it?
Yeah, but it does play a major part to where they are both right now. So because Liverpool, the game yesterday against Brighton, it was like, bro, they got battered.
Yeah, they got smoked.
It wasn't as if like.
But a lot of people have gone there and got battered. They got
smoked.
Even
that was disgusting. Bro.
I know the way they battered them.
Like it was as if like Man City was playing like an Everton. That's what like the game. That's
Everton drew in it.
Yeah, but whatever.
Brighton hurt them still. Yeah, Brighton hurt them.
Like, so it was.
And yesterday was the first time Klopp didn't have no excuses. He said,
yeah, exactly. And to be fair to him, he came out and he just said, "Look,
we were bad."
When I think the reporter asked him, "Are you worried?" Like, look, after that performance, I've got to be.
Yeah, you gotta be. You gotta be. Because we went there. We went there and we should have won that game 6-7-1. We won it 4-2. But as dominant as we were against them, we should have won it.
Even that game could have been.
I'm talking about before. Before, remember they come back into it.
That game could have been anything.
When they come back into it, but the first half is a bit like today.
In the first half,
like what you said, innit? When we could have been 3-4-5.
They had chances in the second half as well.
We could have ran away with that game against Brighton. So it just shows the level.
Even had the offside goal. If that went in,
it would have been 4-3.
Yeah, that game could have been anything.
Yeah.
But
Brighton are a very good team, man.
They're a good team. But we get into that. What I was going to ask Dayo is who, I know this is going to be a hard question because almost everyone in your team has been playing great. Who would you pick out, single out, and praise in that team? Because you've been week in, week out. if you have to pick one player? It's a hard one, I know, but if you
It's
have
hard, but it would have to be Saka.
Go on.
It would have to be Saka because I think he just picks up the team. He gets the fans going. Like when he gets the ball, he's direct. He just gets the fans going, gets the team going. It's like teams single him out now. It's like we have to double up on him or triple up on him.
There you
or
go.
Foul him or whatever. Do you get me? So he's
See Cesc Young's yellow card today.
yeah.
After he banned him out 3 times, he said, "Fuck, I'm kicking him."
He took
He
him
just said,
out.
"Fuck it, I'm kicking him."
And even when he took him out, he was inside out.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Cesc Young literally said, "Fuck it, I'm kicking him."
It would have to be Saka, man. And I think he's gonna be thereabouts at the end of the season for like player of the season.
Yeah.
So especially
Big
if
B.
Arsenal win the league, he's gonna be there. Odegaard will be there. I think Saka's the main man right now. All the young kids love him. He's the guy, man. He's the star boy.
Star boy.
Big B.
Get me?
It even makes it hard. I think it would definitely stay, but I think it's harder with his contract situation, how much you give him now, because as you said, I think the most important, bro, my son, I'm trying to fight him.
What, the last Saka.
He loves Saka.
Oh,
He
even
lo-
my
he-
daughter
he-
loves
bro.
Saka.
Trying to be an Arsenal fan.
No, it's not. But the good thing is he loves Saka and Rashford. So and that's off the back because
He's allowed
only
to love.
started-
He's allowed to love him as long as he don't love
yeah,
Arsenal.
no,
We're good.
but he's because it's hard.
If you
though,
see
because
Saka win the league, though, that might sway
every
his
time
decision,
every time it comes to me and said, "Oh, is Arsenal still on top of the table?" Arsenal still on top of the table. I was like, "Yeah, don't worry, yeah." But and I think the point I'm trying to make is that see, as you said, the kids now, everybody loves Saka, and he's just the main attraction. He's just in the Premier League, especially for the kids.
He's the name on all the back.
He just
of the
makes his
kids.
contract situation even harder, I reckon.
Yeah, but I think they'll sort that out.
Yeah.
But they didn't want to rush it. That's why they just triggered the 1 year, innit? For him, Martinelli, and
100%,
thing. And that's another reason why they're not going mad. Like even though they wanted Mudryk, they can't go mad there because when they bring him in and give him something silly, it's gonna affect them. Right
Yeah.
now, the whole
structure's good.
system,
Everything's good.
structure's
Yeah, everything's good.
Do you get me? They
Everything's
don't
good.
want to start. Oh, look what he got. Look what
Yeah.
he's got.
But the thing is, you wouldn't have had to give him that much.
Yeah.
He's coming from Ukraine. The salaries don't compete.
No, but what the transfer, the whole package would be in the mad though.
It's
the
the
whole
fee.
package would
The
be
fee
mad.
would
Yeah.
have been mad.
fee
The
would
fee
have
would
been
have been
mad,
mad, but
but
he wouldn't
not
have
the
been
transfer.
paid.
But you got to think of what Chelsea was going to give
Oh,
him.
yeah, yeah.
So obviously,
Once
if
Chelsea
Chelsea
came
is
into
Zaki,
it,
he's not going to
yeah,
say,
that
"I'm going to
was
take 150 bag less."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come to you and
But it depends on what.
Apparently they doubled
Chelsea-
what we was going to.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so whatever Chelsea
in
offered to the
wage?
boy,
Yeah, they doubled his wages.
That's mad.
whatever we
that-
offered
is
the
that-
boy,
what-
whatever the
what
boy
could it-
offered,
what could that
they were going to
possibly
offer him
be?
something
But
mad.
that's mad though. That's stupidity from.
Yeah, but that's what they
Chelsea.
wanted to do though.
That's what they said on
Stupidity.
Sky today. that
You got
Chelsea
to think. You got to think. What
That's
we
what
done
made-
was a 70 mil
convinced
plus
him.
25 in add-ons. I don't think that's a bad for a 21-year-old who's made 8 caps for his country or something, and whatnot, which is not
If
mad.
it's-
But
it
what
is
mess?
whatever you feel you need to pay, I won't even
Yeah.
say anything
Yeah.
about it.
No, 100%.
I
We'll
won't
come
even
back.
say
We'll
anything.
come
I'll
back
close my eyes.
to the signings Mudryk later because I don't want us to go because that I think is worth having that conversation in depth anyway. Because yeah, we'll come back to in terms of like players that you feel like you might need moving forward. What about you, Ham? Like same question. Can you pick one?
Yeah, mine's easy. Mine's my skipper, Odegaard. He's instrumental to everything we do, 100%. Thomas is the one we can't lose because we can't replace him. It's just madness. But for me, Martin is ridiculous. I mean, everyone's complaining about him was, I need more goals and assists from him, and you know me, I'm not saying I don't want it, but I just need him to knit everything together and make sure that we have second and third and fourth chances in it when we're going forward. And I think for him now, his numbers are beautiful now. So no one can 8 and 5.
And last
So
season,
no
he
one
was
can't say
giving the
nothing.
pre-assists anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So now 8 and 5 and what 8 in the
Last
appearances.
season, his game died as soon as Partey come out.
I'm
Like
saying.
Partey playing makes it easy.
It allows him
all
to.
of them.
Yeah.
Like, as
he
soon
does.
as Partey would
Yeah.
come out of the team, Odegaard was finished.
So when I look at mine, he's the one that he plays in one of the hardest positions in the pitch, innit, where there's less space, and he's still able to find space and make shit happen. Like you see the ball
I
against.
think that's more the structure of how Arteta
Yeah, I
plays,
think
though.
all
Like,
our
I'm
players
not.
now-
I'm not taking credit from him, but I think the him being able to find space is the structure and is the likes of like when teams are, for example, the Spurs game, yeah, the space that he's getting because bear in mind he's on like Saka's side, innit? When players are like 3 players are on Saka. It's gonna so many times I see Saka just drop it to him and he's in miles space, in mad space.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm not taking credit for him, but that is because of the way Arteta plays and because of Saka. Because as soon as Saka gets that ball, I saw Thingy on him because the first time he had it with Ryan, they knew it was a problem. So
started dropping.
everyone kept on dropping. Son was going that side, and then it just leaves him by himself. So and I think it's mainly because of Saka. I'm not taking anything for him, but
Saka draws them in.
there's no point in having that space if you can't do anything with it. And that's what makes him so good.
That does, but for me, Martin he don't stay out there, innit? And that's what I love about him, innit? He'll go get the ball off my right back, centre back, left back. So he don't stay in that pocket of the right side of the three. So he goes and gets it. And I think for him, he's got to make those decisions, innit? He's got to make the one that I'm breaking the lines with these passes. Like, when we look at KDB, the difference maker. I think for him, it is. That's naturally he's going to drift there, innit? Naturally. It's like when Thierry Henry played for us. Naturally, he's going to drift left, innit? So same for Martin. Naturally, he's going to drift there. But he's such a smart footballer that he's going to go and try and find the space elsewhere. I don't need to stay out there, innit? Because B's that good anyway and Ben's there as well.
What he's saying is
I need to stay there.
All the players are out there, yeah? It's like all the players are out there.
Yeah, it creates a space. 100%. 100%.
Running down.
He's running in,
He's got plenty of space to give Martinelli, to give
100%.
Willian.
100%.
Like, if you look at all our goals, even from last season, the Southampton goal, the Watford goal, the goal against United, once the space is there, like, everybody's like out of the game.
Yeah.
Because they're so concentrated on Saka out of the game.
And I think the good thing about Arsenal is all your players complement each other.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I mean? Every single one of them. So same way we just talked about Saka allowing Odegaard space, same way that Odegaard and what's the name? Xhaka they don't tick without Thomas Partey.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We've seen both of them last season, and when Partey is there, it's different for both of them. They're a lot more comfortable. They know that they're at ease because they know they've got Partey right behind them.
Another thing is, like, our main first 11 now, they're all ballers. They're all confident on the ball. They can all
including my goalkeeper.
They can all control the ball in tight spaces. Like, you see them, like, seasons ago, we'll be like,
look at us when we play Chelsea away. That move from the right back all the way to
it's like, now everyone's so confident on the ball, we're hardly going to make a mistake. Like, I remember when we had Ramsey and them, like, you're playing it along the back line and then we just lose the ball and then, you get me? It's like, but now, even Ben White on the ball.
Yeah, Ben White has always been good.
And he's disgusting, bro.
Him on the ball is like, it's football so, like Zinchenko, football's so easy. Sometimes a bit slow for me, but it's so easy for him. Like, do you get me? He always has time.
And the scary thing about it is,
when I'm looking at him, I'm like, if I'm playing, I'm taking him out, but he always has time to pass the ball. Like,
scary thing is that it's the age that they're all at.
That's what I was just going to say. I was going to make that
peak prime.
21, 24.
That's a peak prime. Just add the right pieces to it, and it's scary, bro. And the confidence, if hopefully not for me anyway. If you guys do go and win the league, the confidence that gives them, oh Lord,
bro. Even Arteta said today, he's not worried about the signings. They'll find better players. The confidence is just there everywhere. They're at a point now where they say, nope, we're not paying that money.
They're enjoying their football. That's the scary thing.
Back in the day, we'll be getting mugged, we'll be paying stupid wages, we'll be burning ourselves. But now, even like with Douglas Luiz, nope, we're not paying that money.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you get me?
You think he's the best centre man in the league though? You think Saka? Obviously, you think Saka's that important to us. You think he's having you think?
Yeah, of course.
But you think Saka's having a better season than Almiron on the right hand side? Because I've got my already half team of the season halfway through, and I haven't got Saka in.
If I have time at the end, I was gonna get us to do as a preview for the game next week, United and
combined 11.
But I was thinking of that today. Exactly, like I don't know.
I think Almiron just as cold for.
The four that I had in mind is Almiron, Saka, Rashford, and Martinelli.
Team of the season.
Yeah, if it was to pick the wingers who would you out four of them? You got to pick four of them.
Yeah,
but Saka has to go win it. Though.
I haven't got Saka in it.
Yeah, Saka will be in it.
Man.
I know, but
Saka's I think Saka out all four of them. Saka's got to be number one though.
Obviously, Odegaard's in there.
But I'm saying he wouldn't pick him.
Yeah, I got Almiron at this halfway stage of the season.
And I think I can see where you're coming from. And I can see where you're coming from.
Well, then Saka's, in terms of in terms of play, he's the one that beats everyone, gets everyone involved, and stats-wise, goal contribution is ahead of everyone. That goals and assists, goals contributions, Saka's ahead of all of them.
Yeah. I'm only going to compare him directly to Almiron. So I can see where Ham's coming with Almiron. I'm not too sure who I'll choose final.
Yeah.
But I can see where he's coming from. And they're slightly different. So I feel as if Saka's more, he can go to the byline, but Almiron comes more infield. And that's where he's his impact is.
Yeah.
So but I can see where
They're both having top seasons though.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Saka's is even a continuation from last season.
Yeah, so I think Saka's one's not. He's still got space, but I feel as if Almiron's pretty much playing.
That's why it's half the season. So I know at the end of the season, Saka's gonna go into my team.
My fault.
But right now, I've got Almiron in.
Saka's. If you watch both of them, Saka's unstoppable. Out of both of them, it's harder to stop Saka than Almiron. But I see what you're saying, and then if you have to bring situations like this, innit, when players are all of them are at top level playing well.
Yeah,
this is when you have to bring stats in, and then
because Almiron's is positional play. He's positional play.
And then when you bring stats in, Saka's goal contribution is better than everyone. It's better than all of them. So I think Rashford might have scored more than him, and I think Almiron scored more than him as well.
Rashford and Almiron both scored more than him.
Yeah, but he's. I think Saka's got like 10, 12 assists.
Yeah, but they gave him an assist for today's goal. So them assists are mad. Yeah, them assists like, they get like Odegaard's assist. It's still an assist, but we just 2-yard pass. But it's an assist.
But that's what I'm saying. But his contribution, like his goal contribution, is ahead of everyone. No, so definitely. That's.
But my reasoning was also because I know you said about last season bringing it in, but my reasoning was just I don't think none of us saw this in Almiron as a player to be like this. So he's gone from wherever he was before. It's almost like when we used to rip out Joe Linton. So now we look at Joe Linton as a good football player. I'm looking at Almiron, I'm not thinking nothing of it. I don't even think he makes Newcastle's first 11. So I'm looking at him at the start of the season, I'm thinking, fuck yeah, the 2 goals against Tottenham. Like I'm watching him, the goal at home where he cuts in on his left and he whips it bottom hand corner. And I'm thinking, rah, like whatever he done in the summer, whatever his coach has done.
He scored against City as well.
I can't remember.
That 3-3, I swear he scored.
He probably did.
Yeah.
But to be honest,
I had to put him in there. I had to give him love
when he joined. I had that expectation from him because I seen him when he was in the US, and I had that big expectation. But then it just didn't happen. So I was thinking, it might be one of those ones that he looks good in the US, but now he's come to the Premier League, it's just rubbish. But now he's found a sensible manager and it's down to Howe
Eddie Howe, 100%.
Because it's Joe Linton as well. Situation where these people weren't being played how they should.
Yeah, Steve Bruce.
Now it's more than one person that's improved.
Yeah.
He's got the ability.
When he first came, I always liked Almiron, but as you said, it's down to how the manager's playing them. So,
and credit to him as well, man. The manager could play how you want, but you still got to produce.
Because he could have been demoralized. Because in the US, he was doing all these things. You're doing all these things, so it's good to see it from him.
But don't get me wrong, I don't think Saka's the better player. I'm not saying Saka's the better player.
No, Saka is the better player.
Yeah, exactly. There's no, there's no debate.
You don't think Saka is the better player?
That's what you just said. Yeah, you don't think Saka is the better player. That's why I corrected you. That's why I corrected you.
No, I do think Saka is the better player.
We're gonna put this out there.
Just cut everything else out.
I'll cut everything. The way I'm gonna cut it out, you're gonna make everyone. Your DM is gonna be blowing up.
It's fine anyway, man. Everyone knows I love Saka, bro. It's fine. Everyone knows I love P, bro.
Yeah, we'll see. As you said, I'm like, once Saka keeps going like this, I just think Saka's unstoppable. That boy, he's unstoppable. Like today, I was watching Newcastle, and it just like he was doing exactly what Adi was saying, but I feel Almiron, like I feel like that, and that's the same issue that Anthony's got at United. I feel like that's unless if you're like you're almost predictable, innit? Like after a while, that's why the league is so good in the Premier League.
Yeah.
It becomes predictable, and then teams will start sourcing you out because that's why we have this amount of technologists, coaches to obviously 100%. Prep you for games. And he was struggling to get his shot off and so forth in the game. But someone like Saka, he can take you down the line. He can come in. He can do whatever. He can do whatever with you. Do you know what I mean?
That's my problem with Martinelli now, bro. Yeah. One dimensional, one dimensional, bro. That's my problem with him right now. Down the line. And that's my problem with Martinelli now.
Yeah, that's the issue we have with Anthony.
I think that's why Arsenal want another.
Yeah, he's too one dimensional for me now, man.
So, and when you're a player like Saka, you just keep them guessing, and Rashford does the same thing. I'm saying it's as good as that.
That's what Rio said the other day. Still about Saka, said he'd rather play against Mahrez and that rather than Saka because he knows that they're gonna cut in.
Yeah,
so he's gonna block them off.
It's like Robin thing.
Yeah, but then you have to. That's like you took the words, but you got to be like. But you have to be like.
You got to perfect that shit.
You have to perfect it like the Robins and.
I'm cutting in, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Nothing you can do about it. So if you're not at that level. Like it's easy to mark you out of the game. Yeah, bro. It's gonna be easy to mark you out of the game. So you have to be at that level for players to know what you're doing, and you can still pull it off.
If Anthony works on his game, he's got that in his locker, man. Yeah. He's got that, bro.
Definitely, yeah. We'll see. Just talking about Anthony. Anything else on your boys?
Nah, I'm good, man. Top of the table. Anything else you want to say, man? Top of the table. That's how I keep saying. Top of the table. Get to game week 38. Still top of the table.
We'll come back.
You're not gonna see me and Dayo for like a month or two. I'm partying somewhere. I don't know, somewhere. Tell the missus not to look for you for like the first 2-3 weeks. You're fine. You're just partying.
We'll come back on like to Arsenal in a bit. Let's just move on to our boys, Manchester Derby.
I didn't show them your hat, man.
What are you saying, Ade? Obviously, like me and last week, we was talking. We were saying going ahead of the game, saying against City and Arsenal. If we get
take 2 points,
we take 2 points.
Take 2 points.
Anything more
You
than
might have hit your target already. So you're happy to lose to us. So you're happy to lose to us. Then you hit your target already. Yeah, they said, bro, two draws.
Why?
2 draws,
Anything more than 2 will be ecstatic.
Because they're two teams that we know are better.
Yeah,
than
it's just
us.
about knowing what's better.
We're real.
Yeah,
They're better than us.
And you know what? I like it is because I knew the manager knew that the starting lineup shows that he knows that I'm not ready to go toe to toe with this team. His starting lineup is okay. What you're gonna do for me, Fred, is I'm gonna
Man mark.
And he did it well.
He did it well.
Like KDB got the assist.
No, that's
He
what I'm
got
saying.
the
But
assist,
someone
but
like
he did it well.
KDB, you
He done
can't
well.
stop
He done
them.
well. He done
Yeah,
well.
you have to limit what
He done well.
players that play like KDB. You can't stop them the full 90
stop
minutes.
him.
And somebody else is
Yeah.
going to have to be near him.
Casemiro
at some
went there.
point in the
Yeah,
game.
Casemiro went there.
Yeah, some points he's gonna get away from you
KDB
because
gave
what
Casemiro strength for that assist though.
Yeah,
what
KDB's
KDB
top
kept
class.
what KDB kept on doing it because that's why it's KDB. He just kept on pulling away from It went away from the middle and started pulling up on the right. And in the first half, I started pulling up on Wan-Bissaka's side. And it started the second half. They went, I think they tripled up on Malacia. They went to that side. And that's where the goal came from. And a player like KDB, you can't stop him for 90 minutes. You can only try and limit the damage. Eventually, he's going to get something. And when he did, like, they scored a goal.
Super Jack.
Yeah, and I said, like, the manager knows himself that, okay, you know what, we're not red. And he said at the end of the game, like, look, we beat City, like, we wants to win every game, but we're still miles off. And that's what I love about that manager, because the fact that he knows that we're not there. It's not like, we've had, like, Ollie in the past where we win a game like this, we get overexcited. Like, you can tell by his press conference, things that comes out of his mouth. So this manager is very realistic and he's down to earth and he understands that, look, we are still miles off. Like,
keeping it humble, innit? Taking it game
yeah,
by
like
game.
Man City still had majority of the ball. But the good thing is, like, we nullified what the threats, you know what I mean? They only had, like, was it one shot on target all game, despite the
They remembered the game making safe.
yeah,
You make a save?
no, it was a shots on target, yeah, just to go that they
Yeah,
scored.
I don't
Yeah.
It was one shot on target.
Yeah, so that was a goal.
That was a goal. Yeah, that was a goal.
I don't remember
Yeah.
the game doing anything.
Yeah, the game didn't do anything. and it's the structure of the team that struggled to break us down. Do you know what I mean? We haven't had a structure like this in a long while. Do you know what I mean? And at times when we did get the ball, we were just looking long for the outlet, and at times we played it out the back. So we weren't just.
Wan-Bissaka did some football yesterday.
He was brilliant yesterday.
It was
I
brilliant
was just
yesterday.
like,
He was
my
brilliant.
boy,
There was a few of them that was
He was
brilliant
brilliant
yesterday.
Even Luke Shaw, man.
Yeah,
Luke Shaw, yeah.
Luke
there
Shaw
was-
So that's
class
the thing
centre
now.
half.
It's situation now. We've come to expect that from Luke Shaw, but Wan-Bissaka has taken so much.
What, from
stick.
Luke Shaw at centre back?
No, yeah, since he
That's
came
his
back.
third game, innit?
Yeah, since he's come back, because whether it's centre back or left side,
He's
like,
played.
we have a level
when we
of
played five
confidence
at the back, he's
in
played as
Shaw
well.
right now.
Yeah, he's going to give you nothing.
Yeah, we've got that. We've got that confidence in him now. But Aaron's come from the cold, and he played some.
I thought it
solid
was brilliant
football
yesterday.
I think it was brilliant, and that's what I was saying in the
Played
first
some
half.
solid football.
Like KDB went to that side to try and get some joy because of like what Fred was doing to in the middle, and he couldn't really get anything there. That's why in the second half, they all went tripled up on Malacia, Kyle Walker,
Mahrez.
and Malacia was all over the gaff. But I mean, obviously, yeah, he was all over the gaff. But Wan-Bissaka was, he was extraordinary yesterday. Yeah, it was really good. All of that, to be fair, a lot of them like were very good yesterday. Varane was good. Luke Shaw was fantastic, and same thing I say about Luke Shaw. The thing with Luke Shaw, you're not gonna. He's got the quality to be those type of players, but the thing with him is going to give you at least 6, 7 out of 10 all the time when he gets on the pitch, and I'd rather that than a player that's going to give me 3 one week and give me 7 another week.
3.
Yeah, bro.
Maguire. Even Martinez can't get in the team, innit?
Yeah.
And I
Is that
think
from
it's
the World Cup or is he
I just
can't
think
get
it's
in
a
the team?
standard that the manager set. Like the manager set a standard.
And Luka Moran are doing
If you
well.
play good,
yeah,
if
they're
you play
playing well,
good, you're gonna play.
Yeah.
I think there was a which Man United player said even if you play good, there's politics. I think someone left and said that, innit?
Oh, okay, I'm not too sure.
Oh yeah.
Even at Man United, when you
Dean
play
Henderson.
Regardless,
Dean Henderson.
good,
Yeah.
play good, doesn't matter.
Yeah, so and I think the manager, because Luke said it yesterday, said that obviously he helped out in the first couple of games to play centre back. He said he didn't know the manager was going to call him again to play centre back in this type of games.
And you want to break it up at Manchester Derby. If someone's been doing well in that position, like Martinez being away, maybe just set out one more or a couple more games and we'll see how it goes. So
I think against us, Lisandro will come back. You think he'll play Tyrell against Saka again? Or you think he'll say, Luke, go do a job out there, Lisandro come back in?
Yeah, I think he might.
Yeah, I think Lisandro will come back in and Luke will go left back, take Tyrell out.
See what he does.
Yeah.
But at the moment, he seems to know, like, I will approach the game same way you approach the Man City game. Like, I'm not sure whether it's Tyrell he wants to play at that side, but approach in terms of the setup, maybe bringing Martinez, pull short left back.
Yeah.
But it's up to him what he wants to do.
His right side was a joke. That right side, we're just having joy. That first half, all those balls, it was just like there was no one there.
Yeah.
It was like no one there constantly. I was like, for a team that's dominating, you're conceding way too many chances.
I thought you lot were better in the
space
first half,
area.
though.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, I thought you lot were better than them. I thought they were better in the second half. I thought you lot were good in the first half.
we definitely had all the memorable parts.
People was laughing at me.
Yeah, I thought you guys were good in the first half.
Yeah.
My
They had
brethren
more of
asked
the
me
ball,
how.
but we created a better chance.
Yeah.
We had bare, like,
And their
our
more of the
chances.
ball wasn't hurting
It,
you.
it didn't
Yeah,
end in nothing.
it wasn't hurting
And
you.
it's one of those ones that you look at it and I'm like, okay, they had 70% possession, we had 30. And there's so many games where they've had 70, 71, we've had around that amount. But yesterday wasn't a game that sat down and was miserable. It wasn't
it wasn't like that.
Yeah,
it wasn't like that.
30% and just be like, fuck me, this is a long game. It was, actually, if you hadn't told me that was 30% possession, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, not off that first half.
Because every time
Yeah.
we had the ball and we
just
was attacking, we always looked to threat.
Yeah.
Me going forward, we looked to threat every single time. Like attacking them, we looked to threat. Whether it was I just said we were just popping it down that right
Popping
side.
at
Someone
Rashford, he was just popping it to him.
it was
constantly.
constantly. And sometimes I don't even know where Walker was.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what I'm
he
saying.
just went
Sometimes I
missing.
didn't know.
So-
It's that high up though, innit? In the build up,
But
innit?
that's
So it's that high up in the build up. When you
Especially when
get
it
caught on
happens a couple
transition,
of
you're not
times.
there. Yeah.
It shouldn't be happening 4 times
Pepe
in one half.
changing his way.
Yeah, Pepe ain't gonna change that though. Akanji just got to come over and cover. Rodri
And
come
I'll
back.
come and give you guys a trophy if he wants to keep doing that. I'll come and give you guys a trophy now.
Yeah. And I saw, and I
Yeah.
think what also helped us is the fact that we know how compact they are, Man City. So with, I know I'm not a fan of playing, what's the name, Bruno on the right hand side,
I'm
but
not a fan of it.
but with Fred, Casemiro, Eriksen, so we can get as much body as in the middle as possible, and that's where the structure came from, and that's why they find it hard to break us down.
And that's a containment thing because
Yeah.
once Garnacho did come on,
yeah,
it
the
just
But you know what?
spreads it a
Better
bit
once
more.
Eriksen came off yesterday. Once Eriksen came
Yeah.
off yesterday.
It's
Mm.
because then Bruno moves back into the middle.
middle.
Like I appreciate the job he did in the first half because
Yeah.
he did do a job in that first half where he was, but having 2 actual wingers on the wings, it causes a different issue.
Yeah, as I say, to
Garnacho.
contain it, I think for the first half
Because he went out there, Anthony went
well.
right. Anthony went wide, didn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
And Rashford went for the middle.
Went through the
Rashford
middle,
went through
and then
the
we had
middle.
Garnacho, and it was just that movement. You just got that mobility.
Yeah, and
And
Garnacho,
Garnacho-
he's quite direct. He's
Martinelli against if you have Kyle Walker doing what he did against us yesterday and Martinelli, that's when you need that direct player, not someone that's going to check back because Kyle Walker has time to come back. But if Martinelli just goes, they're in trouble.
Yeah.
In trouble. Can't be doing that nonsense. But yeah, it was a good,
But a lot of
good
teams
win.
have counted City this season. Like even Brentford's goal was from.
Yeah.
You get me? That a lot of teams have got City now on that counter. Because I said it yesterday. I said Man United's going to beat them on the counter. I said Man United's going to win. My brother said how. I said, on the counter.
Now I tweeted after the first 10 minutes that I think United could do something here. I didn't say you guys would win.
Yeah,
But the first 10 minutes wasn't like, it weren't Man City.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what they've done to you guys. Maybe you got 6-3 the other day.
Yeah, yeah.
It weren't like that. They didn't start off like
And I
a
didn't
Man
go
City. They didn't keep
into
the
the
ball
game
mad or nothing.
You know, when we go into games, you're just pessimistic straight away. But I'm like, actually, I feel a bit more confident. I'm not saying we're going to win or even get a draw, but I'm feeling a bit more confident.
Bro, even
So,
even when we went,
fans, before the game, you can see there was something different. There was
bro.
confidence.
When we went,
Like, my bro was at the game. He snaps that people. trust me, like players bounce off that when they see the crowd are with us, confident. They bounce off.
United are on form.
Yeah, and
since
the Arsenal
United
game,
are on form.
we've been to the stadium a couple of times since the Arsenal game, and there's a contrast because even the Arsenal game, despite us winning, everyone just kept on shouting the Glazers out, Glazers out. Last time we went, we didn't hear them shout Glazers out. If I can recall,
I heard them once. But in
the Arsenal game, we were shouting it every single time. So like even the crowds, even the crowds is like it's different in the crowds now. So everyone just believing in the manager now, innit? And like with what he's got and what he's doing, you've got to believe. Yeah, you have to trust the process. So I was ecstatic. I can't lie. Even though, I'll be honest with you, I wasn't saying that we're gonna win the game, but Totes called me up when it was 1-0. You know what he's like? Oh, it's like the game's over. I was like, bro, it's 1-0. Like, it's not as if, do you know what I mean? It's not as if like, we haven't been creating chances.
Because even when they scored the first goal, I was like, I'm not feeling like that is done.
No, I didn't even think it was done. No.
Okay, yes, continue.
Like, they've only had one shot. I mean, the only shot that happened target was the goal. I was like, bro, calm down. It's only 1-0. Like, we were creating chances. And then
score. I'm trying to get to that. I'm trying to get to the talking point.
I thought you guys wanted to skip it.
No, we ain't got time. Let's get to the juicy part, bro.
I actually thought you wanted to skip it.
We'll get to that. But then we scored a goal, and then and then that was it. And then second one. But yeah, what you guys thought on like the controversial goal, basically?
That's offside, bro.
Offside. What are you saying, Ham?
Oh, 100%. It's a scandalous decision.
That is offside.
100%.
What are you saying, Adam?
Don't tell
It's
me
fucking offside, mate.
100. Thank you.
Fucking offside.
Thank you. Scandalous, bro.
What language do we want to say in? There's no language.
You know what?
To say
I think that.
you don't think it was offside?
No, it's offside.
Yeah.
No, but I think where the confusion came is is that the way they looked at that, they interpreted that law is that the fact that Rashford wasn't physically blocking him, but what he was doing, it was enough.
No,
I hear what you're saying, but I'm saying what he's doing is enough.
That puts off a defender.
Of course he does.
If I'm a defender, Rashford has the ball.
Yeah,
of course.
There's no argument. Whoever was on VAR made a mistake, and that's just
they never made a mistake.
They just made a mistake.
Trafford, let's give them the decision.
But I think to be fair, even our managers,
bro, they did not show VAR. They didn't show VAR.
We ain't got a TV.
You ain't got TV. Screen now. They got screen at Old Trafford, bro.
No, they didn't. I don't know. The ref was talking to.
They didn't go to VAR. It was the linesman and the thing. And I knew he was going to give a goal because if you see when the players go to him, he's like, "Calm down, don't worry, man."
No, but the VAR still have to check because it was a goal.
Yeah,
VAR must have checked it.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
What,
They must
no
have checked
screen for VAR.
No, we don't do screen.
They must have checked it, and like Tom said, the letter of the law.
No, we got the small screen.
I think they interpreted the law wrong, basically, because the law said
they
if it's
interpreted it wrong.
physically, like if you're physically blocking someone,
Or touching, you weren't touching the ball.
you weren't touching the ball, and he didn't do any of that. So that's the way. And in the split
second, the way he done his legs, that's someone who's about to bang it.
Stelly, you know what's mad? Yeah, you know what's mad? Yeah, you know what's mad is. The goalkeeper, Edison, he's looking at two United strikers now,
and he's already moving. He's already moving because Rashford moves his foot.
Bro,
Rashford moves his foot. So
he's looking at two. Rashford could hit it. Bruno could hit it. So of course he's interfering. It's a mad thing. And Akanji already knows that Rashford is offside.
No, but you hear Akanji's interview?
Yeah, he said it.
He said Bruno was saying, "Don't hit it. You're offside. Bruno was telling Rashford, don't touch it.
It's actually offside. Whether he touched it or not is irrelevant. It's not whether
was fully closed.
Yeah, it's
the Liverpool match when the commentators were laughing and saying, "Look, you see Liverpool one? Trent's offside.
Nah.
It's the same thing.
Swear up.
And he gets called offside.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I thought it was a joke.
Offside.
But when you see when I see it,
no,
you see when I see it, I just thought, of course they're gonna. I'm saying it's gonna go, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then I see Bruno celebrate. I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
I'll be honest with you. Until I kept on seeing replay and then see the reaction, because I'll be honest with you. My first reaction is when they kept on repeating like the interpretation of the law that as long as he's not physically stopping, so that's what they kept on saying. And in my head,
it doesn't have to be physically.
No, and they said something else in my head. That's what I was thinking. Only when like you start to they start showing more replay down the line. I watch Match of the Day. I think this is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous,
the more you look
bro.
at it,
It's
you're
ridiculous,
thinking, now this is ridiculous. But at the time, I was thinking, oh, raw, yeah, he didn't touch it. I was basically saying
when
the same
it was
thing. You know,
live, I thought, okay, this is fine. Once they showed the replay once, I was like, nah.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I'll be honest,
Bro,
it took
even
me
the
until
way-
Like,
later
when
on.
they say like the strikers in the line of the vision, like a defender or strikers in the line of the vision, the goalkeeper.
And that's
Like,
light work.
he doesn't even touch the ball.
This one,
just line of vision. They
he
are offside.
shielded.
He was
then
obstructing the
even
goalkeeper's
the-
view.
The Wolves goal that didn't get
Yeah,
this and that.
obstructing the goalkeeper's view. So what was Rashford doing to
Edison
Akanji then?
probably
Obstructing what?
dropped. Edison probably dropped because of Rashford's foot movement
Bro.
rather than
Rashford-
Bruno's.
Edison's dropped his shoulder
Yeah,
to come there,
because
bro.
he's actually moved his foot as if he's about to shoot it. So nah, it's definitely.
But like Pep
I
said,
don't give a fuck. I don't
we know
give a-
where we are.
Yeah. I
Like
don't
Dayo
care.
said.
I don't
We
care.
know where we are.
Hello.
Old Trafford.
Thank you, VAR, Man United officials, anybody that.
Everyone's taking it.
Thank you. I'll
take
take it. I'm happy City lost. I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'm not complaining, bro.
Yeah, no. So that's what I was saying. Basically, even at 1-0, I didn't think we were out of the game because we were creating chances and we scored the second one.
But
And
United are a counter away from scoring that in every game.
The transition. United have always been
It's mad.
good. Yeah.
That's
with
even how you,
Rashford
that's
on
even
this
how you
form.
killed us at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
You get me? It's like,
Yeah.
it's because we've got the quality now, innit, in terms of like those three in the middle of the park. Where before when we had the Fred and McTominay, they can't make those passes. Even Casemiro can make the pass now. So we don't have to rely on like Bruno always having to come in the middle to make the pass. So then they have Eriksen next to him. We have Casemiro that can make the pass. And Casemiro was brilliant again yesterday. Do you know what I mean? He was
not lucky though.
was
Last season,
brilliant.
a lot of you United fans wanted Rashford out.
I won't say a lot.
yeah.
Some
I was
people,
okay with him going.
I was
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
We're gonna be honest. Yeah.
Because he wasn't
I
good
wasn't-
last season. He wasn't good
I
last
was,
season.
I was having this conversation
Even when
with
they
my
had a
cousin.
little beef with the fans that time.
He wasn't
Oh,
good.
no.
He wasn't
One,
good
I had a
last
conversation.
season.
I was having this conversation with my cousin yesterday, and then he was one of the ones that was calling me that I want him to go. I've defended Rashford all the time. I literally have a conversation with him every week. He will call me like every week. Customer,
You just always said you just wanted to be a better finisher. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's
You
what I
never said
wanted him
that.
to do.
He
But-
acknowledged his faults last as well and
Yeah.
went to go do the pre-season.
He's played injured. He's played injured for like
Yeah.
2
And my
seasons.
issue
bro.
with him, and my
so
issue
he
is
acknowledges
just,
it. He
Concentrate on
acknowledges
his
it.
football.
I've always told my United fans is that, bro, you need to manage our expectation when it comes to Rashford. Obviously, yes, we want him to. We think Rashford is the Mbappe, and that's what a lot of United fans want him to be. Like, bro, just manage your expectation. And he was contributing more
We wanted
than
him
anyone
last
else.
season.
He was getting like 17 goals a
Yeah,
season,
so
bro.
my problem was like, why are we getting at him so much? Just manage your expectations. We said at the beginning of the season, if Rashford give us the 17 to 20 every season, we'll be a happy man because that's a massive contribution from your winger. You'll be
But
happy.
has he got the ability to go get 20 to 25 or comps? And I think a lot of United fans believe
And
that
that's
he has
what-
the
yeah,
ability
yeah.
to do that.
And that's what
so
they
that's what you
want.
want to see him do.
Yeah, but bro,
and he's showing you that now.
And
He's
someone
showing you
said
that
it
now.
last season.
What's he
They're
got?
saying the difference.
Nine goals back to back to back to back. Yeah.
yeah.
And that's what they were saying last season. He didn't have that killer instinct, and that's what he's got now. So if we're saying he's playing but without the killer instinct, that tells me that there's more from him.
Yeah.
And if you're not offering me that more, I don't mind if you're going. But now that you're showing what you can do, fam,
His problem
come and
now
lay your
is that
bed in the
now that
morning.
he's shown that he can do more, but I think it's the manager also. The manager expect more from him. The manager's probably had a conversation. Look, he's discussed it. He didn't want to reveal it. They've got a target.
Okay. Yeah, that's
So
good
it's
though,
like the
man.
manager and same thing like
No, but he went for pre-season before pre-season, so he
I know,
acknowledges there's
acknowledge- no, but and then also he was playing. Bear in mind, he came back. He was injured all this
playing
time.
injured, bro.
He was playing injured for a whole season.
Yeah.
Like we obviously we are gonna judge you based on the like how you play at the time. So we didn't think we knew there was something wrong, but we just didn't know what it was.
Bro, he also had shit managers.
Yeah.
And then I think-
I'm not gonna. If you decide to play injured, then boy, I still expect performances just because you're
But
injured. then
all
don't
that
play
goal
them.
scoring has to stop next week Saturday. All that 9 and 9, all them records. That's stopping next week Saturday, bro.
Yeah, no, but it's-
What side he's on? Ben's side, isn't it?
Sunday.
He's on Ben's side, isn't it? Yeah, but he did get 2 goals from Ben at Old Trafford. Remember, he started the game centre forward, didn't it? No joy out of Gabriel and Saliba. They said, you know what?
Martial,
I think
he probably won't
came
play
off.
by
It
then.
might not play. To be
Might
honest.
not play by then.
Who?
Even if he's fit, he probably
No,
won't even
Martial.
play.
No, but I don't think you should move Rashford from. Just let Rashford stay out. Don't move him inside.
We'll
Play-
bring Waghurst.
play Weghorst there. Don't move
That's him.
Marcus for where he's at, bro. But all that stops next week Sunday. Sorry, man, because I love you, man, but can't score. That's got to
Bro,
stop.
Ben White ain't no slouch, you know.
No, I'm saying, but the 2 goals at Old Trafford come from Ben's side, though, innit? It was the inside run, innit? The inside run on him. You ran him twice, innit? So I'm assuming we would know that we're gonna plan for Marcus to play on the left, innit? So we have to do better there, innit? Because we're gonna have more of the ball. like we're gonna have, it's just a fact, we're gonna have more of the ball than you guys. You guys are gonna play on the
let us have
transition.
the ball.
Yeah, you guys are gonna play on the transition. So that move is always gonna be on all game, innit? So how do we combat that? How do we still play our football, but always know that Marcus is the threat?
And we're
in
not
behind.
wasting balls anymore. Like
Yeah.
the weighted pass is perfect now.
And that's
So
what I'm
he's
saying.
not wasting energy.
There's three of them
It's-
that can
yeah,
give that
it's
pass
quality
now.
now.
It's a massive difference. You know what I'm saying? There's
Yeah.
three of them.
You're not
Like,
just chasing head.
you're not- yeah.
It's right to your- yeah.
This sort of like passes are is quality pass that where because even that although that Rashford was offside, but that pass alone for the fact that he's come back round to Bruno, bro, it's those passes you never see Fred and McTominay giving that kind of thing before. So
The Fred will play next week Sunday. You think Fred will play next?
I think he'll play. I think he's got to play.
All the guys there, bro.
Yeah, I think he's got to play. I think he's got, as I said, he's got to do the same thing because you guys are quite similar. Your setup is quite similar to City.
Yeah, very much.
So he's got to do the same thing in order for us, like I just said, the space that Odegaard gets.
Yeah, Fred's just got to be there.
Fred has just
And he
got to
did a
be
good
there.
job
He's
yesterday.
either he supports whoever's on the left hand side with Saka or block that space that Odegaard always gets. Yeah, he's got to do something. So I think he's got to play and he's got the energy level to go because Eriksen can only give us 60 minutes now, which is fine. I'm happy with it. So what we need an extra body in the middle of the park. If we can't get, I don't think we'll get that this season, but we'll probably try and take that next season.
You had a game though, innit, Stelly? What are you saying? What are you saying? Octopus over here. What are you saying?
I think I can only see an Arsenal win, to be honest.
Next week.
I can only see an Arsenal win, man. We got you at Emirates, man.
Yeah, Emirates,
I
bro.
can only see an Arsenal win.
What are you saying, Adi?
Common sense.
You got your 3 points. You only want 2
Yeah,
points,
I'm not
fam.
gonna lie.
Yeah.
Common sense tells me they play better football than us, and they're at home. So I expect them to win. I don't expect them to batter us, but it might be like a little 1-0, 2-0.
Even
A little 3-1 is nice.
even at
little
Old
3-1.
Even at Old Trafford, that Martinelli goal stands. A different game.
And they said sorry to us that the goal should have stood.
yeah, if I think
I told you that in the game, bro. I was saying that.
I
was saying
thought
that
they
in the
were.
game.
I thought it
You was
fine.
arguing with me. I was like, "That's a goal, bro." Like,
Yeah, I didn't think it was a goal.
I knew.
I didn't think it was a goal. No,
goal.
I
No,
didn't
it was a
celebrate
goal,
because
bro.
I didn't celebrate.
I knew
because
straight away
thought
because I was saying right next to him in the
Fouled it.
game. I was like, "That's a goal, bro. Why did they not give the goal?" I was
You know
saying
what's
that
mad?
throughout.
Yeah, you know what's mad? You see that in every Premier League game, yeah, and they give a foul.
happened
Or they
bare
don't give a
times.
foul. It's too much of a grey area. Is it a foul or it's not a foul?
too much of a grey area.
But Odegaard done that today against someone.
Yeah.
Against some Sarr in the middle of the pitch. Tottenham today.
Yeah, it's a massive
Foul.
grey area.
Foul.
Grey area.
also he substitutes in that game to spoil the whole flow, and that's when.
Yeah, when we got back into it 1-1, they made Martinelli go left wing back.
Yeah.
So that's why now he's cautious with his subs. Like a lot of Arsenal fans are saying, "Where's the subs? Where's the subs?" Blah, blah, blah. But now, from that game, he's been cautious with his subs. He knew
It messed up the structure. Yeah,
messed up the structure. He got gassed, and even the Brighton game, the subs got Brighton coming at us. It was like, so now he's cautious.
Yeah, 3-1. That's my prediction.
3-1?
3-1. Yeah,
You said,
comfortable. 3-1.
Yeah, like look,
I'll say 2-1.
I think we can get a draw up there, bro. I can't lie to you. Like
But the thing is,
before
yeah,
I went
if we
three,
don't lose,
I went 3
it's a
points
good
from the
day.
two. Yeah, it's a good
If
draw.
we don't
A draw
lose,
is
it's a
good
good
for
day.
both teams, to be honest with you. Like obviously, you guys want to beat us
we keep
because
the distance on you lot.
yeah,
You get me? Like,
you want to beat us because obviously we're beating you away from home. And
bro, right now I don't
You
care
want-
about that.
Yeah, they just want to win.
I don't care
fam.
about that.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
Like
Get
if
your
we get the
points.
draw, our distance is still there. Do you get me?
yeah, that's what I'm
And
saying.
then we gotta go
A draw is good for both
Yeah,
teams.
but I think he's saying it.
I think
they're
you lot
not
would
thinking
rather
about
the
Old
win than the
Trafford.
draw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Us.
100.
No, but
100.
if we're being sensible, do you know what I mean, we have to understand that we I just said you are the best team in the league right now. Why would we not want the draw at
I think a lot of United fans want that win.
I can't speak for other fans.
No, but you want everyone
A lot of
wants
United-
to
a
win.
lot of United-
Of course,
I'm
we
not
want.
gonna say no to win.
Yeah, of course, everyone wants to win, but I can't speak for every fan. But
You got
if
what you wanted already.
You're,
You
you're
wanted 2
asking me.
points. No, you wanted 2
No,
points.
but
You got three.
you're
If you
asking me
offer me
what
win,
what
I'm
do
not
I
saying
want
no.
from there? I want like what am I expecting from there?
Draw.
Yeah, what do I expect? I expect a draw. What do I want? Of course, I want to win. Everyone wants to win. Everyone wants the team to go into every. You don't need to ask that. Like
Right
even-
now,
like-
if we walk away with a draw, I won't even be mad.
Yeah, of course, bro.
We've got that gap on you. Because what is it? Is it 9 points?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yes, as I said, look, in terms of like, of course, in terms of like the what do I want? Everyone wants to win. It's not even a question. Like any fans will want to win whatever game they're playing. But what do I expect? I expect it to be a draw,
it's
and
good
I'll
that
take
you
a
lot,
draw if we go up to
It's
to
good that
the
we're
Emirates.
respected and people are now will take a draw from the Emirates.
Of course,
100.
bro. Like it'll be silly.
Even
Look at Newcastle the other day.
Newcastle
Exactly, took the word out of my mouth. Look at them.
They
Yeah.
came for the they came
Third
for
in the
draw.
league, bro.
They were
Come to
happy
us and
with
say,
And the
it.
good thing is that the
got home with a point.
reason why I even think that I expect there's a possibility of getting a draw is because we have improved since the last time we played you. Like not just like the in terms of like not just because of the fact that winning games, our structure has improved. Like and that it showed that the City
Gotta
game,
play
City,
more like a team now.
yeah, we're playing more like a team. City struggled to like break us down, so yeah, we have improved. So we'll see whether we get that or not is another thing, innit? But yeah, we have to wait and see. But it's a big game, man. A big game for like, especially for us in the Res Divided. This is what the whole show is based on, innit? Arsenal, United. So it's quite big for us. So as United fans, I would love to come here next week
What I was
Sunday
thinking
and start
today,
shouting
though,
the double.
What I was thinking today, see the Leicester won it.
Yeah.
Arsenal, we got the double on them and finished
We got
second.
double on them and
So
finished
you lot
second.
can get the double on us and we finish top still. And you lot can finish second.
100%.
Yeah, like, bro, obviously I don't want you to win the league, but I would love to come
Why?
and sit
Why?
here. I would love to come and sit here and shout the double next
don't you
week.
want us
I
to
just
win?
want to come here
Why don't you want us to win
and
the
start
league?
shouting the double.
And you know, if you
After
shout that,
all
I
our
can still shout top of the table.
That's fine, but I just want my moment, bro. That's fine, innit? I just wanted my moment.
saying.
Just it's a game between us. We're not gonna
After all our pain and
we only
suffering,
play
you
each
want
other
us to win.
twice a season if there's no like fixture in the
We
in
might
the,
meet in the
cups.
Europa.
No, I say if there's no fixtures in the cups,
No,
but
we'll
in
be
terms
gone
of the
by
league.
then. We'll be gone.
Why?
I don't expect us to be there.
Bro,
by the
we need to come out.
Europa.
Yeah, we need to come out.
To come out to do what?
Too many games. for us,
focus
man.
on.
We need to
Focus
focus
on
on
the league.
Focus on the minimum games as
games
possible.
that minimum games. There's too many games
What
for
are
us.
you focusing on? The league then to win it.
No, but we'll focus. I'm not gonna lie to you. So straight up, right? I don't think we can win the league, but we are in a title challenge at the moment. Before I felt
love
we
the
were.
way the league is. All this 1-2 teams dead.
Yeah, it's
when you're
dead.
looking like fifth to even
We still need to
Spurs, a few
focus.
Good results. They
Limit
can
it.
start coming
We
more.
said this last week. We need to limit our games. So
Yeah.
now that we're closer,
So what? Do you
still
want
makes
Barca
sense.
to knock you out?
Yeah, they should.
Yeah,
We're enjoying the game.
I've said
I don't want you lot
we
to
have
get
to
all
knocked
that flying to.
Yeah,
just-
nah.
I don't want you lot to
jam.
get knocked out yet, man.
No, it's fine, bro. We're fine.
They
Bro.
should burn their passports.
We're fine, bro.
Sure.
But I think like even before last week, before the podcast, when we was coming back from Old Trafford, that's our discussion point that
What game was that?
we can't.
Bournemouth, we're saying that we
Like,
need to get out of
You
something.
can't play all this like tournaments, innit?
You're
Bro, look at Liverpool now,
squad
bro.
is short.
Look at
It's
Liverpool now.
thin, it's
They
thin.
went all the way last season, but they're dropping like flies now, bro.
Our squad
dropping
is
like
thin.
flies.
Our squad is thin.
Do you know?
Like,
And
take
the
a little
club- and we don't have
Carabao
much
Cup,
stuff.
apart
FA
from
Cup.
City now, I think everyone's got this fin, man. You got your first 11, then the next level is just.
But you guys are starting to grow a bit.
No.
bit.
Look at our next level against Oxford, bro. We even had to use some.
No, Vieira was good.
Huh?
Vieira's
Vieira
good.
was good
Smith
when-
Rowe is back.
Vieira was good when better
Rowe.
players.
And
came
if
on.
Jesus comes back, Eddie.
When Lokonga was on the pitch,
proven,
Vieira was dead. When Odegaard and them come on and he knew he had people playing with him, then he got.
Yeah,
good.
that's what I'm saying. But he's not going to be
No,
playing.
but I'm
with,
saying we
but
still
he's not
need
going to be
players
playing.
that can keep them out. Do you get me? Like we don't need to look for them to come on the pitch. We don't have that.
Vieira is
team.
not a bad player.
Even
to bring
Newcastle, the FA Cup game, then next it was shit.
Yeah.
You get me? Like everyone's. they got
But that's the
apart
model,
from
though, isn't it? Everyone sets out to be like a City. That's why.
That's what I'm
Everyone-
saying. So
yeah,
everyone's
everyone
got the first base, and then the next level is just drop like Arsenal.
We need to give ourselves that edge. Like,
Yeah.
if
Last
everyone's
season,
like that,
we
we
played
need to
at
make sure we
Spurs
give
with
ourselves.
Cedric and Holding.
Yeah.
Do you get me? Them man, they just got brushed.
Let's focus on FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Premier League.
Yeah,
Europe will come back next season. We'll win the Champions League.
You lot got in the FA Cup next round.
And as we said, it,
Even the FA Cup, I don't mind if we got.
we got Reading.
Reading
You got
at
City
home.
away, innit?
Yeah.
Reading at home.
So I said, and I'm sure you guys, it will be the same if, yeah, you would love to be in all the tournaments, but if it's getting too much,
No.
and you have a
I don't mind to go out.
and you have a possibility of winning the league, like, which you do have now, and you have to drop something. Of course, you drop something. You ain't won the league since 2004.
Bro,
you said.
we've taken our
Of course you wanna
sacrifice
drop it.
already. Not top 4 last season. That was our sacrifice. We ate that sacrifice, bro. Come on, like people were saying, people thought that we were gonna drop off so bad from that hurt, but that hurt just gave them hunger, and it's been mad. So we've had our sacrifice. FA Cup, I don't really care about that. Europa, we're not trying to get top 4 now, so.
Yeah.
But if we do, I wouldn't mind to win Europa because this is our last season, innit?
I like it. I like that. It's true. Because
let's win it
for
last
me,
year.
Europa's there to get into the Champions League. So if you feel you're already in the Champions League,
get me?
Yeah.
let's move on.
So
But it's a little trophy still.
cool. In terms of, just quickly, we're talking about transfer. We're saying how we're both like. What's your thoughts on the Mudryk situation?
I think.
Be honest, did you want him? Actually, we were talking yesterday, and you said you never really wanted him anyway.
I didn't know much about him. It was even Mali that was showing me about him. When I first heard of him, it was like, I was like, who's this guy? And it was like, oh, he's on FIFA, blah, blah, blah. Then he's watching all this YouTube, and I'm like, right, okay, this guy's fast, isn't it? Like, okay, Martinelli, we need someone, because the guys, like you said, Martinelli is one dimensional.
Yeah.
Mudryk will cut in, and he's just fast. He's mad fast. So I was like, okay, cool. When the price started going up, first bid, second bid, I was like, no. This is long. It's not going to happen. Like, I know my club. It's not going to happen. When the third bid come on and they said they're nearly there, then it was like, he's at the Chelsea game. They're having a meeting.
Dayo Sana was there.
Like, even when we spoke, I said, forget this guy. Get me Mitoma, bro. Okay, we want to put 85 million, 90 million, 100 million. Mitoma, Kaseydu, even Trossard. Bring up.
I say you got to give us at least one. You can't be taking off free.
Give Brighton 100 mil. Give us those three.
The same
players.
thing we get at 50 for Ben White. Ben White's a masterpiece.
Do you get me? Give them 100 mil. They know the league. They're ready to go. Do you get me? Like this, I don't know.
Beef up the squad with quality players that know the
Yeah,
league
and that's
already.
free players. Like we can play them in the Europa and all that, and you know they're gonna give you a performance.
1,000,000%.
Do you get me? So, like when we got him, when I heard Chelsea was getting him, I wasn't upset, but I was deflated because we've been chasing this guy for 15 days of the transfer window. 15 days is wasted. Like what's gonna happen now? And after the Newcastle game, no sub come on. It's like he doesn't trust them. The Oxford game, we did struggle a bit. Like we need players.
Still had to start Saka and Martinelli in that game.
You get me? And even when Saka took that blow, it's like, is he going to be available for the? Like he didn't train.
He didn't train.
train the other day. So it's like, is this guy injured? And when they ask Thingy, he'll be okay. Do you get me? So you're getting nervous. Like, is it? He's doing a late fitness test. He's going to make it. So yeah, like. I'm not upset that he's gone Chelsea, but it's just we've wasted all these days. We've only got 15 days left now. Cool. Do you get me? So what's going to happen? They won't make the same mistake as last year, or else we'll blow the. If Arsenal don't make no signings, everyone's going to be so happy. It's going to motivate like, United, City. It's going to motivate them because they're going to say, okay, let's get at them. Partey gets injured, they're in trouble. Odegaard gets injured, they're in trouble. Like we need people like. I was reading today that we've been offered Trossard. If they've been offered him, if you can get him cheap, get him in. There's an option there.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, really.
Cool. What about you? What are you saying, Han?
No, I don't know if I was pissed that we didn't get him. Obviously, you're linked with a player, looks like an exciting young player. Like you said, we don't know much about him. We don't be watching the Ukrainian or that league like that, bro. To say that,
I didn't know much. Sorry, playing again.
Yeah,
I watched him in that Celtic game.
Like you see him in like Champions League when we're linked to him. You're thinking, a tidy player. But then when the fees get into like 100M or something for a brother that's played how many games? You don't really know him, and he's 21. He's an unproven talent, isn't it? And like Stelly said, you know the club, innit, bro? The club's offering 70 mil plus 25 in add-ons. And they were having first bid, second bid, third bid. So my whole thing is, no problem if you're trying to get him, yeah, but what's the contingency plan if we don't get him? Because we're playing with big fish. We're playing with big people now, innit? Like Chelsea's a big machine, innit? You got a new owner. You're just moving mad, innit? So I weren't pissed that we didn't get him. It's just that trust the process, which I've always said, innit? So just trust Arteta and Edu that whatever they got coming next is... It's gonna make sense for us, innit? Like Arteta said in the interview today, we have our values, we gotta respect it, innit? We have discipline, innit? So like you said earlier, if we did get Mudryk in and we offered him a mad P weekly, then what do we give my star boy, Saka? What do we give my captain after this season? What do we give William at centre back? You know what I'm saying? So
because they're gonna ask the same questions like you. Like, what's he done?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was the salary that won him over because I did.
No, it wasn't the salary that won him over. What Shakhtar just told him, yeah, according to what I read today, yeah, and Fabrizio was, so Chelsea have offered the P that we want, yeah. So you can go to Chelsea, they offer us the P, so we're gonna accept it, innit? Arsenal are not offering the P we want, innit? So we're not letting you go in January, innit? It will have to come again in the summer. So then we'd have to start renegotiating again in the summer. So the boy's gone. He wants to leave now, innit? He wants to leave now, and they've accepted the bid, innit?
Yeah.
And Chelsea are giving him what he wants. Personal terms are agreed. They've matched what Shakhtar want. We can't match what Shakhtar want. No deal on the table.
But I do think the salary played a major part because because you got a lot of players that need to sign a new contract, which is still saying is very important. You got to watch what you give him. So if Chelsea's
they never
no,
got
but I'm just saying. But
No,
if
Arsenal had agreed a fee with him already.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If
the money
Chelsea,
with him
yeah.
separately,
But then if Chelsea's now said we're going to double that because the fee that Arsenal offered was only
the
5 million away from what.
No, it
Chelsea
weren't.
offered.
No, Tom. It was 70 plus 25 in add-ons.
But Chelsea's
30 in add-ons.
And
No,
add-ons
the
as
problem-
well, so
the
it was the
problem
same
is-
thing. It was
no, the
5 million difference.
No, the problem is Chelsea are paying them 62 million up front.
Yeah.
But Arsenal wanted to play 5-year installments.
Oh, okay.
You get me? Arsenal didn't want to pay that cash. It was in installments.
But in total, it was like 5 million different, basically.
Yeah. But the problem is they wanted the cash.
Cash, yeah.
Cash now is worth more than anything.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So all of that, they're like, bro, who's got time to wait for that money this year, next year? We've done the same thing with Pepe.
Yeah.
72
I don't even
million.
think we finished paying that.
Yeah.
And the man's on loan.
High value of money.
So after that, it's like
If inflation's 10%, you're losing out
Yeah.
X
You
amount
start
quick.
losing out.
Yeah.
That's
And what they give him? They gave him a 7.5-year deal.
Is it 8.5?
Yeah, is it 8.5?
55 years.
Yeah.
It took his life.
but that
Yeah.
is bro, but the
That's
thing is
that's a massive risk on their part, though. But at the same-
No, the thing is, he's I read it up in it. So basically, the long contracts he's giving is helping them with the
financial fair play, yeah.
Because they bad the Sheila as well, 7-year deal. The centre back that plays today.
all of that. So all of their players now, that's the deals. Even my boy from Arsenal, he's got
Amari.
5.5
Yeah.
year. Amari's got a 5.5 year deal. So it's
Yeah.
part of the
But good luck to him. Wrapping it up, just good luck to him. Innit? Obviously, if the boy's good, we get to see him in the Premiership. We get to see if he's top quality. If he's top quality, good luck to them. Innit? Like good luck to
he
Chelsea,
sits on
whatever
the
they got
bench,
going on. And we got 15 days to go get ourselves. I still think we need a centre mid and we need another wide player in it. Those two have to come in by the end of January, innit?
So who?
Bro, I would even get a striker like United, a target man. Like when the game gets different, do you get me? Because
You need plan B.
Yeah.
I think Eddie Jesus, I think they're both similar. They're not target men. You get me? Like Eddie's gonna turn you, Jesus will turn you back up. We need a guy that, okay, it's getting techie now. There's 10 minutes left. Who's that ball?
Yeah, if the gaffer wants that though, innit?
And we said it about Man
If the
City.
gaffer don't want
Yeah, I
that,
know
that's
they-
not that's
I know-
that's
I
the
know- I
We
know
said
they
about
want-
Man City. Remember when we cussed them that saying that you didn't have any plan B. That's why you were losing. So it's good to have a plan B, regardless of whether or not you want to use it or you end up using it. To
Even
be
if it's
there.
alone, like
Because if it's not there, you can never turn to it.
Trossard even left the country, innit?
It's all right, left, yeah.
So hopefully that can get resolved. He can,
But Spurs want him as well, though, innit?
Spurs want him.
Yeah.
Well, Spurs want everyone.
I don't
They
know if we
what
take
they're
him at
doing.
28 years old. I don't know if Arteta says I'll take a
No, but
28 year old.
if they loan him, actually they won't loan
Remember,
him.
they're
He's got 6 months left,
they're
innit?
gonna trigger his thing, innit?
Oh, but you can
Yeah,
do it though.
yeah.
2-3
they're triggering
years.
the 1 year
But I think it's done this summer, innit? His contract is done this
Yeah,
summer.
he's got
I don't know if
6
they've got.
months
Why,
options.
why would you not take him?
Yeah,
at
I don't know.
28 though?
But I don't know if the gaffer will take him at 28 because our players are all
Little
24,
2 year.
25, 23.
He'll play in Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's nice to have the
that's what I'm
balance.
saying.
Man.
Yeah,
There's nothing
you
wrong
need
with
to-
28.
you
Man.
need to
28 is still a
swell
good
yourself.
age.
Yeah, no, but
man.
I'm saying I don't think my manager and Edu, what they've got going on,
We'll take
take
it.
a old year when everyone was signing is 24, 21, 22, 23.
So
Exactly. But I like Trossard anyway. I think he's a good
Especially
player.
if he's asking for a lot of money. They're not on that anymore.
Yeah, no way. Yeah, no
Old
way.
player asking for much money. We've been stung too many times.
yeah,
I'm not
stuff
gonna
like
do it.
that. I don't want to expect them to be stupid. You're coming from Brighton. How much is Brighton paying you? Don't be stupid. innit? Arsenal can multiply yours by ×4, and it's still not a ridiculous number. So don't be stupid.
Yeah, we'll do
Even
that. We'll do that for
Brighton ain't
Casado.
letting their players go for cheap.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah, I like them.
Like, I'm even shocked they let Basuma go for 25 mil. I'm shocked. I don't
Yeah,
know
but it
why.
was in his last year, though, isn't it? Last year contract, so they had to let
He
him
ain't
go.
doing a damn thing over there anyway, bro.
Conte,
all those
he's a
players are not
fucking
Conte type
fraud,
players.
fam.
So there's something going
They're
on.
doing
there.
a damn thing over there, bro.
Cool.
Even Jed Spence, waste of time.
It's time.
What you man saying though? Weghorst, yeah? You say
Yeah,
happy?
I'm cool. I said it last week. I'm cool with it. I've got no issues.
I see
Like
him training now.
I wanted to be
I like
upset,
that.
but I ain't got an issue with it. I ain't got it. He'll have a role to play. He's not gonna be our savior. But he's got a role to play. That's it.
You can play Europa, FA Cup,
Yeah,
them
stuff
games
like
there,
that.
man.
Because we were complaining about we've got too many games, and now we've got someone to run around during a game.
Martial's
Oh, I ain't
body
got no-
just can't.
And
do
Martial,
it.
yeah.
His body can't handle it.
So if Martial's not
class.
doing anything, then it don't matter if we just put another person on the pitch.
Interesting to see what
around.
Ten Hag does with him. Look, I don't think Ten Hag will just use it. I think Ten Hag will actually use him in
Yeah, I think he will.
a lot of games still to be a foil for Marcus.
Yeah.
So kind of like what Olivier Giroud does, that type of striker. He's not,
Yeah, that's-
you're not your main brother,
Yeah.
but if you use him effectively, He's a good foil to have.
When we was linked in,
I'm saying, and Marcus is going to be good for Marcus, isn't it?
And right now, Marcus is our focus.
Yeah. And I think
Anything that
Weghorst-
improves Marcus.
And you saw Weghorst at Burnley, as much as he's not glitz and glamour, but you see what he done it to you lot. Maguire at Turf Moor.
Yeah,
When you got it, expand my man. Yeah. So he can play a bit. He can play a bit. Yeah. And I think if Ten Hag can have that structure behind him, and you got Marcus going the other way, or if it's Garnacho going the other way, or Anthony going the other way.
I
think it could be. And it was 6 months, yeah. 6 months. Yeah.
But when we first got him, I've always thought of like we use him like a Giroud type of player. That was my first thought.
Straight in the team and stay in there.
Not straight in the team, but it depends on the manager. However, but in terms of the structure, how he plays, that we can use him like a Giroud. Like he's not going to get us bare goals, but as they say, our main focus is Rashford. As long as
that type of
it doesn't take anything away. It doesn't take anything away from Rashford.
West Ham went to Ajax. Worked. Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
Hopefully, this is shit.
If we can add another body in the middle of the park, I'll love it. But I don't think we will.
I don't think you will.
I think
the level of quality as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind another body in the middle.
How old
of
is
the park.
Fernandez?
Like 27, 28 or something.
It's starting to age a bit.
Yeah. Still a good age, but I think in this day and age, because the young players are so good, we talk about it's 30, 31.
Yeah.
Fred's young, isn't it?
I don't know. You're probably around the same age as like Bruno.
Late 20s or something.
Yeah,
I think they might use McTominay and that in them other.
No, McTominay won't play, man.
In the FA Cup and that.
In the FA Cup, yeah. McTominay, that's his place.
Yeah, no.
Oh, he's even lucky to still be at United.
Yeah.
A lot of them are lucky, though. To be honest with you, a lot of them are lucky. But at least this manager clearly knows what he wants, and they're not what he wants.
It's clear by his team.
Clear. You can clear, like, they don't play, they don't touch the pitch. McTominay sometimes doesn't make the match day squad.
Perfect.
So like that's as a United fan, that's what we wanted anyway. We wanted this all for a while, and obviously, and that's my issue. And my worry is that if we can try and find a body that has a bit of quality. I know it's hard to get the quality we're looking for in January, but something like kind of like the way Spurs got Bentancur last year.
He's a big loss.
Yeah. It's a massive loss for them. If we can get a similar player to that in January, just so if one of our three gets injured, I would love that. But I'm not sure whether we'll be able to. So
scouting departments are just lazy, man. Scouting departments are just lazy.
South America goes camp there.
Bro, how's Brighton getting Alexis McAllister and them man there, bro? Allister, Caicedo, Matoma, and our clubs are just sitting here waiting. We're just waiting for them to try out at these clubs, and then we'll go pay a madness for them.
Yeah.
But we got scouts at the club. Why are you not spotting this talent?
Even see some of these players.
Why are you not spotting the talent, fam? Yeah. Like, why can't we spot Alexis McAllister? I love McAllister, bad boy player.
Martinelli was on trial from United.
United let him go. Yeah. But why can't we spot players like that in a January window where you bring them in? If it works, it works. If it don't work, boom, you sell them on or something, did it?
Bad boy players.
Now we're looking to go and buy players that's 100 million.
Yeah. It's poor.
I think that's just the model of big clubs, isn't it? They have to spend money. You bring in someone.
They'll cost you. The fans will cost you. The fans will say, "Oh, we've never heard of this."
Ramsdale, when Arsenal brought in Ramsdale, everyone was, you got relegated.
No, but if you bring in good talent, like we brought in Martinelli for change, fam. I'm saying, if you're spotting talent, the fans ain't gonna be mad. If you're spotting young talent early and you're unearthing them, the fans ain't gonna be mad at that, bro.
Hopefully. But
I think
fans are mad.
If tomorrow we announce we're bringing in a guy for 5 mil, nobody knows him.
It's not gonna be. It's not. But if he turns like Marquinhos, we got Marquinhos and another. That's not exciting. But imagine if Marquinhos in 3-4 years, just how Martinelli was when we first got him, and just like, what is he? And it turns out to be Martinelli. The fans are gonna be like, that was a good bit of business, innit? And mine is balance the books, innit? So
that's what they do for Martinelli now.
Yeah, buy a big player, exactly. Like United, buy a big player and 90 million. January, Weghorst's coming on 6 months. I'm not saying every player has to be 90 million, innit?
United have been burned a lot as well, man.
They're dumb out there.
Bro, even like your strikers, I think all these old strikers,
that must be the model or something, because Falcao's come 30 plus. Ogalo's come 30 plus. Ibrahimovic's come 30 plus. Ronaldo's come 30 plus.
Yeah. As you said, the scouting department are not doing their job. So
it's lazy, man.
Hopefully this obviously changes with the new manager in place. So we just have to wait and see.
But that's why Chelsea are now trying to get my man from Brighton, innit?
Yeah.
And then somebody's trying to take the Man City one as well.
I don't know about the Man City one, but I know about the
there's some
Brighton one. Yeah.
Who from Brighton? Oh, the scout from Brighton.
Yeah,
Makes sense, bro.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
sense.
But they're unearthing too much gems. But what are they doing over there?
We tried to get the
Someone's
Brighton.
trying to get the
no,
Che-
was
the
it was
Man
it also
City one
Chelsea
as well.
tried to get the Brighton sporting director?
it was Chelsea.
Was it Chelsea?
Chelsea,
yeah.
yeah.
And he decided to stay. He decided to stay.
I'll take
wanted to go for
4
it.
players off Brighton right now, bro.
okay.
If I could take Colio, even though he's Chelsea's player, but if I could take him, I don't even know.
Baller, innit? That's what I'm saying,
bro, you see
bro.
the ball that he played yesterday in
That's what
between.
I'm saying,
bruv.
bro. I was saying it to you yesterday, innit? Bro,
Yeah.
Chelsea should close down their fucking.
The academy, innit? Bro, it's a joke, bro.
They should
They
just
got
close down.
500 players in that.
There's
game.
Bro,
point.
they burnt like 200 million on centre backs
no
this summer,
point.
fam.
But
Bro,
to be
he's-
fair to them,
he's
they're
spending
going.
no point,
No, what they're going. The way they look at it is that it's made them crazy
Making
money.
money.
Yeah,
They
hundreds.
made- I
Hundreds.
was on the way here on the radio to Sports. They made 600 million profit
Yeah, that thing's
from
mad.
players.
That
That's
thing's
mad.
From
But
the
when,
academy.
when we're losing money, like us, it's like 600 million.
But they're gonna have a mad
profit.
clear out in the summer, though. That's why I know people can get onto what they're spending. But I think when they had their clear out,
Yeah.
it's
And that's what
Bear man are gonna be
Pulisic-
gone.
And basically,
yeah.
the financial.
Orba,
the financial
yeah.
guy that they had on
Kante,
Talk
they won't
Sport.
really-
That's basically what he was saying. He's
Bear
saying
man will be gone.
when
still.
you buy-
Zachariah, bro, he's
when you buy a
baller.
player, the financial fair play is like they factor in 1 year. But when you sell a player, they factor in the whole money you sell the player. Even if they're breaking down the payments that the club is going to give you,
Yeah,
they
they'll factor
in
it,
as
yeah.
one payment.
If it's 50 million, it's 50 million.
Whereas with like when you're buying a player, is like a year basically. They factor in like the amount you pay a player every year. So
So boy knows that he's clearing out bare man.
Yeah, Bear man, they got it, bro. I looked at their squad the other day. I think they got like a 30-something man squad, like proper ballers.
Has to be more than 30.
30-something, fam.
yeah.
Because they had 11 playing. They had, 8 or 9 on the bench. Then they had 11 players out injured, like Reece, Chilwell, Raheem, like 11, 13 players out
Alright,
injured,
cool,
bro.
boys. We've got like 5-10 minutes. Just quickly on the Liverpool situation. What you guys? Well, obviously, I discussed a bit earlier. What your thoughts on what's going on there, and like how bad do you think he's gonna get, or do you think it's just a temporary thing?
What you lot saying? I don't have nothing to say about Liverpool.
What's temporary though?
Like the season, they'll be back next season.
Yeah, I expect them to be back next season. They got bare players. When everyone's back, and they still got the same manager, I expect them to be back.
When you lot say they're back, what do you think that United and Arsenal are going to go down or what? When you say back, you mean,
we don't need like. So the thing is, I look at their performances. Their performances being good enough. Whether or not it's good enough to topple us is another thing entirely. But they're not going to be as shit as they are because right now they're just shit.
I think they've lost, is it 6 or 7 games or something?
Yeah, they're just shit. So I think they'll be better. They'll be back to
They've already
Liverpool.
conceded
Whether or
more
not they'll
goals
be
than they
better.
had last season.
Yeah. It's ridiculous what they. Right now, what they are just poor.
They've
Poor,
lost
horrific.
their centre back for like a few months.
Van
innit?
Dijk, yeah. So
I don't know if Virgil's a few months. I know they said
they went
That
to
for a month.
he's seen a specialist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's flown out. It was a few months.
I think the season's a write-off for them. So we'll see.
a right for they might not even make Europe at all.
Oh no, write-off.
No, because I'm with, I don't
it's
know.
possible,
I don't know.
it's
That's what I'm saying.
possible,
That's what I'm saying.
it's
That's what I'm saying.
Liverpool or
They might
Chelsea,
not
one
make
of them
Europe
ain't
at all.
One of them will not make.
I'm talking about no
Europe.
top 6.
Yeah, one of them
One
will
of them
make
top six. You're
No,
saying?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the way the season's looking now.
One of them
No,
has
one
to
of
be
them,
there.
yeah.
8. I don't think Newcastle's going to drop that far back.
Yeah, one of
No,
them
but then
has to drop out.
but for them to make it, Fulham's got to stay in there. Fulham's 6 now. Fulham 5th or 6.
I think
They'll
one-
drop.
both
They'll
of
drop.
them can't make
Fulham will
I
disappear.
think one of Chelsea
7,
or
One of Chelsea or Liverpool.
Yeah.
One of them
Yeah.
have to go out.
One of
Yeah,
them
okay,
will.
we're all saying,
7.
yeah, we're all saying the same thing.
And we'll
innit?
see them
One of
next
yeah.
season. We'll see them next season.
I think it's like. Yeah,
Will we though?
I don't know when the players are coming back.
But are we saying,
Bro.
okay, so wait, are we saying that one of them will make Europe? Are we saying both of them definitely not making top 4?
one of them will
No, we're
make
saying both of them definitely not
Europe.
making top 4.
I don't
Both of
think
them
both
may
of
make
them.
it top 4.
They make. Yeah.
Tom, what you say? Both of them not making top 4?
I don't want to rule them. Both of them are.
What you say?
What, both of them?
Yeah, I'm saying both of them top 4.
What,
Yeah,
make top 4? So Arsenal, Man United, Man City.
yeah,
I can
and
both of them
and
say-
Newcastle. That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Are we
they
saying
won't.
right
Both of
now
them are
that
not
we're
making-
saying both of them are
That's what
not
I'm saying,
making
but
top
if you're
4?
not ruling both,
Yeah, Tom's not ruling that
No, I
out.
ruled Chelsea out. It's just
Okay.
it's because it's just
Liverpool
Chelsea, I ruled Chelsea out
shit.
a while ago. Anyway, I'll be honest with you.
But if you rule
It's just
Chelsea out,
Liverpool that I'm
if
not
Chelsea
sure about.
beat-
Different.
If Chelsea beat Liverpool this weekend,
Yeah, I just don't know, but I'll give Liverpool a couple more weeks before. Yeah. It's just, it's, you know
Man
what? The
U,
reason why
Arsenal
I
and
say
City
that
are
is just because
definitely making
historically what Liverpool's been like.
Yeah,
over
no,
the
I'm
years.
I'm more with Tom on this
Yeah,
one.
it's-
I'm not saying that both of them are definitely not going to make top 4.
Yeah.
I think
what makes
I'm with you lot. I think one of them will make top 4 and one of them will make top 6.
We're
but-
saying historic. So a few weeks
Bro.
ago, I was on historical, right? But then I just had to come to terms with no, they're playing shit.
Yeah,
Forget
but
historical.
they're playing shit. But they got 19 football matches to go, fam.
But they're still playing shit.
But we got
Bro,
halfway
I
through the
hate you.
season.
Are they not like 15 points on you lot?
What? No, but we're talking
no,
about
like-
we're talking about top 4
It's like
still, you
10.
know.
It's like 10.
Of you guys?
10,
Yeah,
yeah.
like 10 behind.
Bro, because they're like 20, like 19 or 20. Right?
Yeah, they're 10 points off top 4.
10.
Yeah. Top 4, yeah. United are 4th, 38. Liverpool are 9th, 28. Chelsea are 10th, 28.
10 points.
And
10
they
points.
play each other next week.
Yeah,
We still got
So
a
they're
whole
18
night.
on us.
Yes, I'm mad.
And they play each other
Wait.
next week.
No, exactly.
When you talk about the league, don't talk about us.
I'm not talking about the league. What I'm saying is, if they're 18 on us,
Yeah, no, 19
These
on
lot
us,
can
bro.
catch us.
19 on us. Both of them are 19
All right,
on
don't
us.
forget last season. I'm not sure we've
Yeah, it
got
was
to this
15
far.
points, 15
there
points
was
to go up.
there was 18 points away from City or something like, but they had a game or two.
15.
In the hand.
yeah, they had
That's-
a few games.
they're not the
But what's
same
it now,
team.
though?
Nah,
How many
hell,
games
they're
have
Not
they
the
had
same
now?
team. We can't say
The
because
same
of
games.
that.
Nah, we played the
But
same
even
game
the
as Chelsea.
season that they had, like that,
What I'm
that,
saying-
that
Liverpool.
was bad,
They didn't have Van Dijk, and now they don't have Van Dijk.
but they
as
still
well.
came back to make top 4 that season.
Yeah, when they had Reece Williams
Yeah,
and
they
Nat
still
Williams
came
playing
back to
centre
make top
back.
4 that season.
But it wasn't
And
that
Jordan
far
Henderson
back.
was
I'm not
playing
saying,
centre back.
don't get me wrong. I'm
Wasn't
not.
that
I'm
far
not saying they're gonna make it, but I just
I don't feel they were
I
that
just
far
think.
back.
They weren't that far back.
Yeah.
I
No,
just
but
don't
you
think
see-
it's time to.
Tom, what
I
I'm
just
saying,
won't
yeah.
rule them out now.
What I'm saying, yeah, we're top, 18 points.
19.
Like, even if we fuck up, yeah, sorry, if we mess up, United, Newcastle, and City
City.
could catch us. 18 points of them to catch us. We would have to lose like 7.
Not
No,
talking
but they're
about
not
in
going
the
to catch
league.
us. Just top 4.
no,
We're just
no,
saying
no.
top
No, no,
4.
that's what I'm saying. Forget about the league. If you three go past us,
Oh,
it's
you're
still
saying they would have to
18.
catch. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
You, like, even if we start messing up, 18 points on them.
Yeah, but they can mess up. though.
But we can mess
United
up.
or Newcastle
If
can
you
mess up.
What I'm saying is,
Because if you look at
Those
Newcastle
three
today, Newcastle are struggling.
I know
What happens now is
Both are drying
with
up.
with like a team like Newcastle, and it happened to West Ham. When you start getting to that stage of the season where, okay, teams that
think
start
Newcastle
sorting you out. Newcastle was finding it
is the
hard.
second
I'm not
best team
saying
of
they
the
was
whole
finding it
Yeah, but
hard to break through.
a lot of people would have said, I don't think Arsenal are going to drop off last season, and we dropped
Newcastle
off.
was the best team of the second best team of 2022.
Yeah, I know.
From last season.
I'm not saying they will drop off, but I'm just saying, look, at the moment, I just don't think I can rule them out.
But you know, when I look at that, it's like, because of recency bias, we're looking at the league first half, yeah? You can't see no one else breaking to that top 4 outside of the top 4 now.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at
Us,
the
you,
shit. I'm looking at
Newcastle and
performances.
City. Yeah.
I personally.
Well, they lost Guimaraes today,
yeah.
boy. They're saying it could be a couple months.
Oh,
He
is it?
rolled his ankle. He left on crutches and crying.
Yeah, so that
Left the stadium
something
on
like that could
crutches
have an
crying.
impact. But I look at, I've scrapped that whole historic thing. I'm looking at performance
now.
and they are dreadful. Because even when every match, I'm like, oh no, Chelsea will win this week or Liverpool will win this week, and it's not happening. It's not happening because they are playing shit.
Yeah.
But you know, we always say
Liverpool
though,
even
They got half a season to
It's-
claw it
it's-
back. That's what I would say.
it's
Both
never,
of them got half
it's
a
never
season to
as
claw it
bad
back.
as we think. It's like, and it's a situation like us at the beginning of the season. I'm not saying that, like, I'm not saying they are going to make it. We thought what was our prediction this season? We thought it's never as bad as it seemed at times, because sometimes
Which is
yeah, it's
be
like,
anything.
a lot of the times,
Bro, at the start of the
times,
season-
especially with the top teams.
well,
At the
Chelsea
start
have
of
won
the season.
2 in 10.
Yeah, Chelsea a bit
That's
bad.
bad. That's what like.
We're
what
not
we
talking
saying.
about. I didn't say Chelsea. I said I cancelled out Chelsea. I said Liverpool. I said
Okay.
I'm
What
saying
about if Chelsea get
I'm
one of
saying
their players back and
Liverpool.
start rocking?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know, but I think it's over for Chelsea. I'm just talking on based on Liverpool.
What, Europe or top
I'm-
4?
Look, it's still possible for
Why,
top
why
four.
do you think it's
Liverpool.
over for Chelsea and not Liverpool?
Chelsea because of the performance.
Liverpool's
Liverpool's
They're
not
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 bad
all
each other.
Liverpool performances as bad as Chelsea's. Not Liverpool's performance was bad yesterday, but not all of them is as bad as Chelsea's.
But they level on points, though, innit?
Level
Chelsea,
on points.
Liverpool on
They're
points,
playing
innit?
each other this week.
They're playing each
Yeah,
other.
they play each
Chelsea
other.
win.
And some of the wins that Liverpool have gotten this season have been
If Chelsea
Theft.
win and Brighton win, I think Brighton's going to be like 6 clear of them, innit?
fam.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, we don't have much time on the clock. What else? Is there anything else we need to touch on?
Nah, bro.
jump
We're
on.
still top of the
I don't
table.
see Brighton and Newcastle falling that far back off, you know.
Okay.
It's gonna be
Well, real quick, combined 11 on form right now. United,
We
Arsenal.
only got a minute, so we have to do it quick.
Quick.
Man United,
All right.
Arsenal.
Yeah,
Keeper,
yeah, yeah.
Ramsdale. Right back,
Ben White.
Ben White. Centre backs for me, Varane and Saliba.
Lisandro and Saliba for me. Quick.
What,
Let's
not
go.
Gabriel?
You have to be
I
quick.
know Gabriel's quick, but
Lisandro
Saliba's been
and
cold. I'm going
Saliba.
Saliba. Yeah, Lisandro, yeah.
Yeah.
Left back, come.
Varane,
Left back, we're
Saliba.
getting Zena. Left back, we're getting Zena. Or we got Luke Shaw. We got left back, Zena.
Zinchenko.
Come-
He ain't played enough.
Alright, so who we going with?
He
We got
hasn't played enough.
I'll put Zinchenko. He ain't played enough.
Yeah,
bro.
I'll go short.
Sure.
I'll go short.
Okay,
He ain't
sure.
played enough.
Midfield 3. What we say? Partey or Casemiro?
Oh,
We're going Partey.
I'm saying Casemiro.
We're getting Thomas.
We're not going to agree. We got 30
Partey,
seconds
I'm
left.
taking
Both of them.
No, we're taking Thomas. We're getting Odegaard and Xhaka, right? Or we going Odegaard and Ericsson?
Oh, that's
As
a
the other
hard
two.
that's
Real quick,
I'll
what
go
we
with
going?
Xhaka. It's a hard one. I'll go with Xhaka, but I'm taking Casemiro, bro. But
And the front
Odegaard and
three's
then
easy. The
both
front three's easy.
Partey,
The front three's easy. Rash on the left.